All right. So we're live.
We are now live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't tell me.
The screen is
You
black on YouTube, but, we're gonna... Hey, there we go. Hello,
Do not
ladies and
tell
gentlemen.
me. Do not tell me. Do not tell me. Don
Okay, I
Cheadle
won't tell.
somewhere. He is somewhere
No.
in here. I can
No,
sense
he's
it.
not.
Bullshit. Anyway. So, Castlevania Nocturne. We've already suffered through the first 4 seasons of Castlevania on Netflix. Why
Okay,
not?
So we've suffered through part of... We've suffered in part of Season 3 and part of Season 4.
Yeah.
Parts of it were good.
Most of it was bad.
Season 1 and 2 were excellent. Season 1 and 2 were excellent.
Yes.
Yes, I feel like they should have ended it after Season 2. Season 3 was kind of, it was okay, but I really just... I don't like how it just expanded onto, hey, we have 4 plots going on.
So
it suffered from a Greg Wiseman-ism, or Young Justice-ism.
Yeah, that was something I was going to bring up. The funny thing is, I think there's a good plot in Castlevania Seasons 3 and 4 if they'd have taken half of the plot, if they'd have, chopped out a bunch of the bullshit from both of them and put them into one season. I think it would have been a very effective season of TV. But unfortunately, there was a lot of nonsense in it. And,
anyway,
so pull the rug out.
Anyway, so we're on episode 1, A Common Enemy in Evil. So, are we all set and ready to go?
I am.
Yeah. Yes,
right.
I've been looking forward to this, to rewatching this with y'all, because
in 3, 2, 1. And let's just say that Benjamin has less than favorable thoughts about this because of stupid people on social media.
Well, I've seen some of the clips, or rather, I've seen the transcripts of some of the clips and some of the marketing, and they're not, regardless of how the series winds up being, they're not doing it any fucking favors.
No, they're not.
I mean, it can't get any worse than Seasons 3 and 4. Let's just be real here.
What is this? The Little Mermaid?
Wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world. Boston, Massachusetts, 1783.
The French Revolution.
Why are we all the way in the American Revolution?
This is supposed to take place
earlier.
This is supposed to take place in the French Revolution, but come on.
This is Boston, though.
Yeah.
Hello, Lady Belmont and Richter Belmont.
They explain it. Don't worry.
Also, France is about to have a fucking revolution. And everybody's going to get their bloody heads cut off. You literally are, you dumb slut. So I already don't like the voice direction of this series.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like it.
It gets better throughout this season.
Hello, Orlocks.
Yes.
That's Count Orlok.
Orlocks.
Yes.
Olrocks. The only thing recognizable about Olrocks is his purple suit.
Yeah.
My mommy's gonna kick your ass.
His accent comes and goes, doesn't it?
Seems like it.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that is supposed to be Orlok.
No, Olrocks.
Oh, I know how they wound up spelling it.
Oh, this is getting real kinky.
I mean, she's a Belmont.
Yes.
I do find it kind of funny that they gave the green monster a black human form.
Well, he wasn't really green in the in Symphony of the Night. He was a pale guy.
Well, no, I'm talking. His true form is green.
Yes.
I'm sensing a parent's going to die right in front of me. Cliche coming.
It's almost like we spoiled. This was spoiled in the trailer.
It's almost like anybody who has
this is why I went
the
blind.
slightest bit of genre savvy to them knows that this was coming a mile away.
This is why I went blind on this show.
Let's not pretend that this action sequence is kick fucking ass.
Huh.
It's a good action.
Okay, so this is taking place around the same time as the games did.
Yeah.
Because Symphony of the Night took place in 1797.
Yep.
Yeah. We jump forward. We do have a time skip. And don't worry, that'll be the last time skip.
You know, they had a whole bunch of time and several years.
Oh, now he's a dragon.
That's not his true form. What the fuck?
Richter, come on.
His true form is a...
Yep.
You know,
and...
So, funny thing, Richter can't use magic in,
He can use item crashes.
True.
Which is the closest thing to magic, and he's one of the more powerful Belmonts.
Oh!
Ooh.
Ow!
Oh, shit.
Pick up the whip, Richter, or Mom will have to do it again.
And another thing is that Trevor and Sypha's union ended up making the Belmonts more powerful than they ever were back then.
Aim for the eyes. Oh dear. Yep.
She put up a good fight.
Yes, damn cliches had to kill her off.
Oof.
So where's Juice during this?
Juice Day?
We'll
see.
They explain it. Yeah, we will see him, but you may not like it.
Oh boy!
Because I was gonna say he'd be like, kind of old by now, but he'd
shit.
Here, I think.
Oh
god!
They didn't fucking kill him.
So, are you gonna actually kill him, or are you gonna do the villain cliche and let him go?
Well, he's going to grow up to be the guy on the posters, so...
God. Yes. This is why even, I may hate Harley Quinn, but it did have that one joke. Always kill the bloodline.
Now let your voice drop deep inside your throat. Let it rumble, and give me your best. My parents are dead! His accent is very strange.
Yeah.
One day. Well.
So we completely skipped over Christopher Belmont, huh?
Christopher Belmont, Simon Belmont, and Juice Day Belmont story, yeah.
Soleil Belmont?
Soleil Belmont, that's how it's pronounced.
Soleil was a fucking vessel of Dracula.
I guess, I don't know, save it for other theories.
How do you skip over her fucking, how do you skip over fucking Chris and Simon and Juiced?
Well, let's just say that at Symphony of the Night was a really popular part of the franchise.
Hang on, how long has it been since the last season of the show?
The last season,
about 2 years.
2 years in terms of the actual production, and
wow, 2 years really.
300 years since
Trevor.
9 years later.
And it's
Okay,
Trevor
yeah.
and his whole story.
So they could have taken the plots of seasons 3 and 4, cut the fat, and put them together, and then season 4 could have been about Christopher and Soleil, and then we could have had
That's
season
a good looking
5
pig.
that could have been about Simon, and now
Okay, look.
no.
I think I can't remember what, but I did see an interview saying they didn't. They had a good reason as to why they didn't do Simon or
Hi,
the
Maria.
other Belmont. What's up, Maria?
Did they not have the rights to it?
No,
And
it's not that they
there's
don't have the
Richter.
rights
to somebody
to it.
else.
No, it's not that they don't have the rights to it. It's just, again, they made the conscious decision to go with Richter Belmont and
Viva
Symphony
la
of the Night.
Revolution!
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh,
Damn.
Oh. She can summon birds.
She can
hey, look,
summon
stuff that
colorful
she can actually do in the
birds.
games.
Yeah. Her and her animal companion.
Oh, making your ancestors proud with that whip, Richter.
Ah, he's doing the whip wiggle. Just like in the games.
I am curious, whatever happened to the Morningstar whip? Why was that not passed down?
That's a good question. Maybe it would be answered in a interquel that we'll get later.
Yeah.
Now that the writer's strike is over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the easiest explanation is, Trevor just gave it to Trevor gave it to Alucard, and Alucard just put it back in the Belmont Castle estate.
But the fucking Jesus Christ, the vampire. All right, you know. I mean, I appreciate the bluntness of the dialogue, Hug, but, you know, I would have had him say, yeah, I've heard that before. Because, frankly, we have heard that before.
A lot.
I am not on board with the voice direction here. They're
yeah.
Look, I just
why couldn't we just get David Vincent and Michelle Ruff for this?
Look, I just accepted it.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, I watched the JoJo dub.
Because, you know, they've been voice acting these characters for years.
Edward Blumell plays Richter here. He was in A Discovery of Witches and Killing Eve. Let's see if he was in The Commuter as a character that doesn't matter.
Again, listen to David Vincent's voice as Richter, and it's night and day with these two.
I know. Well, the whole point is this is supposed to be Richter as a teenager.
Pixie Davies. Born 2006. Oh, dear God. Girl's younger than I am.
Damn.
That's not something Richter Belmont would ever say.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
you
this is
remember
a
how
younger group.
He may be a
okay, so you
younger
know how
Bel.
people constantly complain completely unwarranted that Joss Whedon's characters all have the same character voice. These characters all have the same character voice. Like,
Yes.
I really appreciated Trevor's sarcastic, dry wit, but the dialogue was delivered incredibly well by Richard Armitage. And
Yeah.
James Callis was able to make his
Differentiate
dialogue,
his voice.
yeah, to differentiate the way his character delivered dialogue from the way Trevor Belmont did, from the way Graham McTavish's Dracula did, from the way even Death did, from the way Matt Frewer delivered his dialogue. Like we had a bunch of like world-class actors in the first 3 seasons of this show that were able to elevate the material, and now, like, between the voice direction, between the casting, and the way the writing has gone, I'm not really that sold, you know?
Again, I should
again,
show
it's the
you.
first episode.
I should give you a sample. Like, listen to David Vincent deliver the famous speech in Symphony of the Night and Dracula X Chronicles, as well as his voice acting in Rondo of Blood.
Oh, of course.
Like I said,
I think again the problem is, like, again,
all of this shit was written by Clive Bradley.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, it's like, I think the problem is that you that's the problem. Because you guys are more hardcore fans of Symphony of the Night and Castlevania as a whole. There's a lot of expectations to live up to, and I honestly did not think this series was going to live up to a quarter of it. So I just accepted that, and I just went in and judged it as its own thing. And as its own thing, it's okay. I wouldn't say it's better than seasons 1 and 2, but I do think, it is on the same level of seasons 3 and 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch the older seasons to get a
comparison. You can preach unity all you want, but genuinely shut the fuck up about this.
Now, here's the thing. Michelle Ruff had a bit of a, she seemed like she acted like a sweet, innocent girl as Maria Renard, and and as a kid, she acts like she gets really flustered or when people taunt her and whatnot, and doubt her skills. However, and David Vincent brings out like a young brash hero, Owen Richter Belmont. I mean, hell, his voice actually fits him a lot more. Or Alex.
Yeah, I can believe it.
Well, again, we just accept it.
But the thing with this is, like, everybody sounds very much the same.
Who the fuck is Testament? And why did Testament write an episode of this show?
I don't know.
I mean, you mean that one character from Guilty Gear?
Here's the thing, Testament.
There is a writer named Testament that worked on this show. Writer or group, I don't know who the fuck they are. Let's see here. Let's see here. Powerhouse and Dr. Movie worked on this.
Yes.
They both previously worked on Powerhouse worked on first 4 seasons of the show.
Yep.
Yes,
yeah.
And Masters of the Universe Revolution.
Yeah, but Dr. Movie, Kevin, brace yourself for this, are best known for their work on, at least in America.
How did you miss that?
For their work on The Batman, High Guardian Spice.
Ooh.
Oh God.
Justice League Action. Several episodes of the 2001 Justice League show.
Damn, those are 3 good shows.
Justice League Dark. Suicide Squad Hell to Pay.
So a lot of DC stuff.
And Young Justice Season 3.
Okay.
Yay.
Wait a minute, they didn't do Season 4?
No,
Season 4 was Studio Mirror.
You know, it's very strange that the vampires are being depicted as the nobility here when the peasants were the ones who shed the most blood during the French Revolution, you know?
I'm surprised you guys haven't commented, because something that kind of took me out of this whole series was the animation. It's not, it's too... I don't know. I don't know how to describe it.
They didn't care.
Yeah,
it feels
completely wrong, I think.
It feels like it's crossing the boundaries of 2D and CG, and it's very freaky. It can't stay consistent. Like, I can tell that 2 studios animated this.
Yeah. Well, one of the problems that I've had so far that I was going to comment on after I got done looking at who animated this, apparently, like Dr. Movie has also worked with, Madhouse and Studio Ghibli, in addition to in addition to working on a bunch of shitty American shows and a bunch of good American shows, such as Godzilla the series, Avatar: The Last Airbender, and like I said, Justice League. But they also did Spawn the animated series. That's cool. But the thing about this is that it has a lot of like, look at this right here. There are so many like bright pastel colors in this show. Hang on, what the fuck was that?
I don't know.
But I almost want to rewind, but I don't want to desync us, just because I feel like the blocking on this doesn't make any sense, and it was a fucking zoom.
Yeah, no. I mean, I guess you can make the argument that the reason the animation looks like this is because they had to work on this during the quarantine.
I mean, there are other things that were animated during the quarantine.
Maria, couldn't you tell that your friend... Maria, couldn't you tell that your friend there was having a panic attack?
No, she couldn't.
Because she's that dense.
Why? He's having a PTSD flashback, and quite frankly,
nobody noticed.
That's a very strange place, because, like, I have PTSD flashbacks sometimes to the time my teeth got broken, but that's usually triggered by, similar situations, similar circumstances, things like that. And, like, when my teeth, like, clack together, or I'm I'm going back to the time where I felt them crack, but it doesn't just happen when I'm sitting there calm, not doing anything.
Powerhouse Animation was able to deliver on Masters of the Universe Revelation during the quarantine, and that looked like 10 times better compared to this.
Like, say what you will about the writing of Revelation, and
there's a lot to say.
Yeah, but the animation and the music were fucking impeccable, which is kind of
that's because they got. God.
No, that's all I really wanted to say. Hey, like, I just really like the animation and music.
Well, that's because
I didn't like that they were paired with that.
Because
fucking script.
And by the way,
they got
the blonde woman there is supposed to be Tara from one of the damsels in Rondo of Blood.
That's legitimately one of my favorite composers, and he is wildly underrated.
Same. Yeah, he really is, and I'm speaking of Masters of the Universe Revelation, just based off the clip they showed at Netflix's convention. It looks like it is going to be a little bit more focused on He-Man now. So, Kevin Smith is actually giving us what the fuck we want, which that's something you got to agree with, Alex.
I'll believe it when I see it, but at least they're pretending they learned,
Yeah, no, but it's like, you got to
Okay.
admit, Alex, the He-Man stuff in Masters of the Revelation was fucking amazing. Everything else was just crap.
Yeah. There's some really cool shit here.
Oh, hi, Annette.
So why do they look so blank? They don't have their faces. The faces in the show are so poorly expressioned. The expressions
you
are
can tell when it's
terrible.
It's almost it's almost as if Powerhouse Animation did half the model sheets, and the other animation studio did the others. So again, the models are inconsistent; they don't match.
This doesn't.
Maybe okay. I have a theory.
Really
I have a theory.
Big issue. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, there's a really big issue with the color palette for this show. Oh, because it looks brightly lit right now, like it's daytime, even though there's a moon out. I know that the moon can be bright, but this is the same.
But not
like,
that
everything looks the same as it did in the daytime earlier in the show. You know?
Okay, so my theory is maybe the reason there are two different animation studios working on this is because Powerhouse had to commit fully to the second season of Masters of the Universe Revelation, so they essentially could only do half the work here, and they handed the rest off to the other studio to do.
Yeah, I could believe that. Oh, they're also working on the Tomb Raider show.
Yeah, they are. They're working on the Tomb Raider show.
Not anything Maria Renard would actually say.
And the Skull Island show. Oh, so yeah, I can totally believe
Maria Renard
actually came out.
Like Maria Renard may be, a witty and whatnot,
oh my
but
God,
she's not someone who would outright call somebody a wanker.
Okay, so yeah, that's right. It's like they worked on, they were working on the Masters of the Revelation season 2. They worked on Skull Island, and now they're doing the Tomb Raider series. So again, that just leads me to believe that they were like, okay, we cannot fully commit to this series.
Yeah. Well, that's like fucking what you call it? A1 Pictures. Like when A1 Pictures is working by themselves or with Studio Bones, they tend to be. But when they're working by themselves, they do all right. When they work with Studio Bones, they do amazing. But when A1 Pictures are outsourcing to South Korea, they wind up putting out shit like the fucking Asterisk War, or where.
It's the end of episode 1.
Now we're already into episode 2.
Everybody noticed
they just skipped the ending.
Yeah. So we're gonna go.
You notice how the pacing just kind of went along.
All right, so we're on Horror Beyond Nightmares. So are we ready?
Yeah.
Yep. No, hold on. It's loading for me. Hold on.
Loading.
Watch cartoons
loading.
This is why I went.
Loading.
This is why I played that.
Right, here we go.
Right.
I got it.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
This is why I went to soap today. I'm not touching Kiss cartoon.
Now let's so Clive Bradley on his Wikipedia page.
By the way, Trevor Morris is still composing the music for this show.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Born in 1959. British screenwriter.
People are getting beheaded.
British screenwriter for film and TV. Okay.
Yep.
Say whatever you want, mister. It's just you're making a bad argument against something that doesn't require that good of an argument to win against.
Yeah.
Nope.
So this guy hasn't written a whole lot of stuff that anybody would know. His career page is a stub. Politics. Clive Bradley is a socialist and has been involved with the Alliance for Workers' Liberty and its predecessors.
That would explain so much.
Oh, boy. I thought this was coming up. I thought when I watched this the first time, there was some over-politicalness in it.
Yeah, the funny thing is guess what's going to happen immediately after all of this? They're going to put a fucking emperor in charge.
Yep. I mean, I guess that's the downside, because Samuel Dietz. So because the previous showrunner stepped down, I think you could tell that's when, all right, well, now it's like Doctor Who. As soon as Russell T Davies stepped down, the quality changed, and just when you thought it was going in a good direction, it takes a huge nosedive, and then it gets worse.
They doubled the episode count per season, and they doubled the episode count per season for Doctor Who, and didn't up the budget, and that was so irritating because Doctor Who went from having like near movie.
What the hell are those?
Oi, mate! Shoes? Why are your hooves bad, CG?
Oh God, dang it!
And here's the thing: I don't mind there being vampires of color, but the thing is that they're not pale enough to sell me that they're vampires.
Yeah.
By that I mean they're not pale enough that they may have their skin may be dark, but I would, like it to be like a pale sort of brownish.
Like, yeah, that's the kind of thing you'd expect from somebody who stays out of the sun. I actually know a couple.
She does not look pale at all.
Yeah, I know of a couple of.
Can't do pale.
A couple of black guys who don't get a whole lot of sun, and their skin gets pale enough that they look almost tanned white sometimes. Okay, look at this. This has a really nice painterly aesthetic to bits of the background. The things look.
This has
really
to be
nice.
Powerhouse.
Yeah,
this shot right here is Powerhouse.
Here. Because it's like the shadows are amazing and the backgrounds are excellent. And like, look at the lighting. This is so good. But
agreed.
Richter still looks like he has a fucking sunburn.
Well, Richter also, again, he looks like a hybrid of 2D CG. He's almost on the plane of 3D looking.
Yeah. But, like, why does he always look like me after I've spent like 5 hours on the beach, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I have never... Okay, you know what? That's fair. That's fair.
Yes.
I was gonna say,
I don't think that's what taking a tiny piece of bread sounds like.
No. Well, the sound design then leaves something to be desired, and I speak...
Which is weird, because it's Castlevania. Even Season 3 and 4, when they were starting to dip, you could at least tell they still put some effort into the sound quality.
Yeah, I can speak to that from a professional perspective, because I do sound design, and there's some weird stock sound effects in here that make me wonder, did Warner Brothers do this?
Ha! Yeah, like that knife sound was stock footage. I'm sorry, stock.
I mean, technically audio is still footage, but you don't want.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
You don't want to necessarily get it's taken from the term of like tape footage or film footage, but
Jesus Christ, Annette, just say, hey, bad shit happening. We need help.
Okay. Why? This is Assassin's Creed Unity all over again, where
they might as well have just made a castle. They might as well have just made this show an Assassin's Creed show, not Castlevania.
So Castlevania Unity's plot is very strange.
Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah, the Assassin's Creed plot is very strange, but Assassin's Creed Unity is like the kind of plot that should have written itself but didn't, because
goody! We're stealing in characters from a game that takes place nearly 200 years after these events.
Yeah, I saw that on the wiki page, and I wasn't going to bring it up because...
Elizabeth, for context's sake, Elizabeth Bathory is supposed to be a character in Castlevania Bloodlines, as in a character that John Morris and Eric Lecard fight, not a Richter Belmont. What are those fucking heels?
Let me talk about what just happened here. So we had a really nice hand-painted, or computer painted, whatever the fuck background on there, with a shitty CGI carriage and horses matted on top of it.
That
was so obvious.
Okay. I just got done watching rewatching the first episode of season 3 of Castlevania, and the CG looks better there than here.
Yeah.
It's like they just didn't give a shit anymore.
Why didn't Powerhouse just say, okay, we don't think we'll be able to do this, so here, new studio? Because the whole purpose is that this is a new crew, so just give it to the new crew.
It's like, sometimes it's like the different parts of the show are animated in completely different styles, like the
DCAMU.
Well, yeah, like the DCAMU, where Lois's hand restraints changed between shots,
And then
you could just have a drinking game.
And meanwhile, Judas Contract, it had some good usages of different and people working on it.
Elizabeth Bathory.
She's a actual real life killer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hey, the fucking Countess of Hungary, I think she was.
Yep.
You know what the sad thing is?
Hang on. Yeah, Elizabeth Bathory. Hey, Elizabeth Bathory died in 1614.
Okay, so you know the other thing that they'll never answer in this series that we still have questions about?
Uh-huh.
What the fuck happened to Dracula and Elisa? What happened to them?
That's a handgun sound effect. That is a handgun. That is the sound of a 1911 firing. And you made it a musket. I can hear the click.
Whoa. Well, okay, now, Alex, to be fair, we don't know if a musket sounded like a musket back in the 17th century. We weren't alive. How could we know?
There's vampire magic at work here. Maybe they can magic the musket to sound like a fucking 1911. But yeah,
by the way,
so Elizabeth Bathory was found dead in her sleep. And let's see here.
Jeez. I thought Jack the Ripper wasn't here until the 18th century. What the hell is this?
So basically, this is written and directed by Kota Hirano.
Yeah, but Kota Hirano would have actually made something good.
Yeah. Elizabeth Bathory was supposed to have been dead by this point.
Oh, shit.
So one other thing I wanna kind of bring up. This is like Assassin's Creed Unity very specifically has a very strange reused animation no jutsu. Very specifically has a strange plot because you have like the freedom-loving revolutionaries start causing a bunch of bloodshed and throwing the world into chaos and things like that. And like, what do you given the archetype of Assassin's Creed is, the assassins and the Templars represent freedom and peace, like freedom through no rules and control through rules. So who do you think would make more sense to be on the side of during a storyline, a real life event that was created, that created a bunch of bloodshed from people who were trying to set people free? You think you'd fight on the side of the Templars in that case, right? Because the Templars...
who would have been a better villain for this storyline?
Who?
Shaft.
Anybody?
Yeah, Shaft would have been a good villain for this storyline. But
yes,
I
because
thought,
Shaft is actually a villain Richter has fought.
Yeah.
Once we get to the actual villains, your hair's gonna be ripped out.
Okay. I thought that Assassin's Creed Unity was going to have you fighting on the side of the Templars finally, because it made perfect sense to me. They're the ones fighting for order, and when the revolution goes fucking sideways, they'd be the ones who were trying to set things right.
Yeah,
but
and the whole point of what happened with and the whole point of the events that happened with Assassin's Creed 3, it was the fact that that it turned out turned out through Haytham Kenway that we were starting to see that Assassins and Templars really were two sides of the same coin.
Right, that's the whole point of the series. Is like try to grind one out, they'll still come back. Like it would have been a perfect payoff to the entire thing, and then you could maybe,
because it's like at that point their ideologies ended up being pretty much the same. It's just
you could use
how they go about it.
Right. You could have used the teachings of the Assassin Order to help try and set things right on the side of the Templars. Or we could have learned an entirely new gameplay.
I mean, hell, we actually had a assassin turned into a Templar, or in
Assassin's Creed Rogue.
Yeah, that was actually interesting.
Like this, it would have come full circle, but instead, the Templars were just hiding out, not doing fucking anything during the plot of Assassin's Creed Unity, and you were off doing some bullshit in the Glitchy Town. Take me down to Glitchy Town.
I like how you were talking about Assassin's Creed during that emotional moment.
Oh, yeah.
Well, here's the thing. There's so many things about this series that reeks of Assassin's Creed that why didn't they just make an Assassin's Creed? Because they planned on doing that. So why didn't they just go through with it?
Assassin's Creed is
well,
the kind of
Shankar?
plot that Assassin's Creed is the kind of plot that desperately needs to be trimmed down, because there was a lot of bullshit in that series that, we could seriously do without. Granted, everything after everything after Assassin's Creed 4 can probably just be deleted from memory, and I don't think we'd lose anything. I didn't mind Syndicate, but it wasn't very good, And then the Assassin's Creed movie, nobody fucking cares about that.
Sadly, the Assassin's Creed movie is actually part of the timeline.
I know.
It takes place around the time of the Assassin's Creed movie takes place. The past plot of the Assassin's Creed movie takes place during Ezio's time, and with a different assassin.
Yeah. We already have too many characters here. Like, this show can barely handle 3, and now we've got, 5. It gives her power over metal and rock. Where's her guitar? If you're gonna have somebody with the power over metal and rock, they need to have a fucking guitar.
Richter, I'm fairly certain that Trevor needed the Morningstar whip.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I know who wrote this, but I still want to ask who wrote this. This dialogue is not good.
No, it's not. It's really bad.
Dialogue is supposed to convey is supposed to convey things about the characters without characters necessarily stating things directly. I like it when characters are more direct with their dialogue, but you don't have to have characters outright say stuff that
goody, she's an earthbender.
Exposes things about this. This is gonna get weird, isn't it?
It's gonna get freaky deaky.
Those, the fact that I'm a musician doesn't help whenever I see things that aren't synced up. I never or liked it when the music wasn't synced up, but like my dad is a drummer. I used to play the trumpet. I now play the guitar, and I've been making music on my computer for a very long time. And whenever stuff like this doesn't sync up, it irritates me.
Alright, I'm back. What I missed.
Why is this thing just walking around? How is anybody just walking around like this?
Alright, I'm back. What I missed.
Me complaining about how the music isn't synced up to the fiddlers.
Can't calm your tits.
Just making sure just make sure we're on the same scene. What time are we
like,
at?
17, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24,
okay,
25,
yeah,
26, 27, 28, 29.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm good.
Okay. So I have a, you have power over rock and metal, right? So why don't we go out to the harbor, pick up some of those cannons, and fucking shoot them?
Bro.
Or
Opera singer, I don't know what you think you're gonna do.
God on high, hear my prayer in my
Okay, never mind. He's actually somewhat of a badass.
Have always been there. He is young, he's afraid. Let him rest. Heaven bless. Those. Oi, mate. Why is your multi-armed vampire bad CG? Yeah, that's, those were Indiana Jones whip sound effects. They're using the General Series 6000 and the LucasArts sound effects library. I mean, that's good.
What was with that run cycle?
It's a good thing to have.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the frame rate. It just the frame rate looking weird.
Okay, this has to be animated by the main studio. Oh, because the lighting isn't shit. Yeah, look at that. Colors are supposed to change with the lighting. Like...
And now we're suddenly here.
Yeah, that... Do the teleport again.
Or just make more rock bridges.
Uh-oh.
Written and directed by Zack Snyder.
Oh, opera singer's dead.
I mean,
you know,
I don't think he had a name.
Oh, that coming a mile away.
Oh, wow.
I mean, did he even have a name?
Literal red shirt died. Oh.
Of course. It's always the black guy.
Black guy dies first.
The good thing vampires can't swim.
Yeah, they hate running water.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. The opera singer had to die so that we wouldn't have a third wheel when Annette ends up getting into a relationship with Richter.
Yeah. Well, I guess Richter is gonna find out why that brown sugar tastes so good.
Well, I mean, in the original, she was as pale as a snowflake.
Yeah, and
blonde.
They made her what was it? Haitian?
Caribbean.
And then they're talking about a revolution. It was probably the Haitian Revolution, honestly.
Well, yeah. Hi, opera singer. We knew you for about one episode.
Yep.
This is not a great way to get us to like a character. Or how many times have we... So, I'm gonna reference the My Hero Academia movie, the first one. We were introduced to David in that film. and subsequently he made to care about him, and his little assistant guy. And then when the big bad tried to shoot the assistant, and David jumped between the bullet, that was incredibly emotionally moving. Like we were just introduced to that character at the start of the film. And granted, we've only had 2 episodes with these guys, but maybe we should have had more before you killed one of them off. Just a thought. Maybe we could have had some dialogue between him and some of the other characters that mattered, as opposed to just filling space. Oh, and he's getting turned into a monster in the Monster-O-Matic.
Oh boy.
Why does he have a fucking
of course. And he has a face. That way we
girl?
can have an emotional fight when he shows up again.
And that's the end of the episode. And now we're on episode 3. Freedom was sweeter. That episode was anything but sweet.
Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and rewind and count down.
Are we all ready?
Yeah.
All right. 3.
Ender.
2.
He went mute. He went mute for a while when I came back. I was wondering what the hell happened.
Okay.
They need to put the mute icon up on the Discord stream deck, because Discord Stream Kit needs more options, honestly.
All right, so let's just get started. 3, 2, 1.
Discord Stream Kit needs more options.
I'll be right back.
Okay, because it only allows you to have the avatars from top to bottom. It doesn't allow horizontal, which is why I have to do some really fucked up stuff to make us appear across the bottom during the video game movies. By the way, I was able to get our latest video game movie, the first OVA for Far East of Eden, out of copyright hell by blurring the video twice.
Neat. What video game movie are you guys at?
TMS can suck my balls.
Wow, that's a very weird video game movie.
That looks like a really fucked up Dr. Manhattan symbol.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, this is directed by somebody new and written by Zadwa Nyoni. I don't know who that is.
Alas, poor operator. We knew him well.
Sing once again with me, a strange duet. My power over you grows stronger yet. And though you turn from me, glance behind. The phantom of the opera is there, inside your mind. Not the best performance of Phantom of the Opera I've done, but, give me some slack. I was going and testing for my black belt between 10 a.m. and 3:30 p.m.
Neat. Is this where all the woke shit comics kept coming from?
Well, there are a lot of insertions of completely unnecessary.
Yeah. Oh,
get out of here, cracker! What? It's a rat. You shouldn't be chasing after it.
Oh. Oh boy.
I'd like to have somebody who's a historical expert on Caribbean slavery, watch this and see if it's actually accurate.
I can't tell. I'm African black, not Caribbean black. Oh, hello, random vampire.
But that's not how fire works.
No.
Like, granted, I appreciate some level of acknowledgement of heat diffusion, but,
Right. Oh.
Now you've created a bunch of stakes that they can use to kill you. I guess you could say this guy is raising the stakes.
Eh.
The plantation... We just broke the 180 line!
Oh, God,
yeah. All you had to do was a fucking snap zoom to his face.
Man. I was looking forward to this. I skipped out the fake game for this.
It's gonna give me a fucking aneurysm. And the cinematography, it keeps getting worse.
Man, I missed the fake game for this. I could be playing Dark Souls right about now.
My mother was also killed by a vampire.
Hashtag relatable. Wait, hashtag don't exist yet. These vampires really aren't good at killing the bloodline.
No, they're not.
Is it like vampire tradition where you always gotta let one go?
Well, you know what we have to do? We have to let one of them go so that they can come back and kill all of us later.
But that's fucking stupid. Why would we do that? Like, what if they become a vampire hunter?
Why didn't they already?
Shit.
So she summoned up magic powers to, yeah. I'm not an expert in African mythology, but I feel like you should have created a different character rather than grafting this shit onto Annette.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Really?
That was an interesting change in animation style.
I guess. More animation style changes? Yeah. Run, white black boy. Run.
Run to the hills. Run for your life.
Yeah.
Damn, she ran fast. Far.
Flash. Nah, it's not worth it.
Oh.
She is not nearly stupid enough to be the Flash.
Yeah, you're right.
Man, will we ever get a good Flash media?
Nope.
That is live action. I had hope for the TV show.
The show came so close to being good at so many points in time.
Yeah. Like I mean, I thought season 1 was all right. I kind of liked what they did with Reverse Flash. Then they just got worse with season 2 when they introvert multiverse.
I've seen stuff like this animated better 20 years ago. And it was old when I saw it. I'm thinking about Beauty and the Beast. How about you guys?
Same.
Which one?
Beauty and the Beast. Oi mate, why are your rocks bad CG? Those are like single-digit polygon counts.
I don't know. It's just her face does not look
So
right
he had
every time I look at it.
synesthesia. Okay. Okay, that's not how the jaw moves when you're singing that song. And yet you'll wind up marrying a man who dresses exclusively in blue.
And black.
Yes,
Puppies.
but I'm talking about the most famous performance. Oi mate, why are your dogs bad CG?
Oh no.
Has anybody ever played Dark Souls 2 and looked at the dogs in the place with the flame area, where you light all the torches, and you look at like them from a distance, and you see how how the frame rate drops?
I never got that far in Dark Souls. I finished the first game on a PS3, and I barely didn't get that far in the second game.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you, Knife Ears. Speak up!
Hey, you're looking kind of pale there, bro.
Speak up, Knife Ears, I can't hear you from the fucking... Oh, you know what? Bloody fuck it, I can't. I don't care. Legitimately, those places are big, and him whispering like this won't actually be audible to anybody. There was nothing for her to step on. If that's in the script, you should...
Those clothes are wet? They don't look that wet.
No, so this is another example of, them not bothering to match the script to what happens on the screen.
Man. Oh, what? It's like vampires just common knowledge at this point.
Apparently.
Like everyone just, oh, vampires exist, and we're just cool with it.
Are we sure this isn't Blood Rain?
Blood Rain would be, an upgrade. Born free as the wind below.
So, aside from giving backstory to the opera guy, does this backstory really matter in the grand scheme of things?
No.
They're gonna have a fucking aneurysm if they have one more shitty cut like this.
And you guys made me miss. I could be playing the fake game right about now.
Yes, we know. All right, I'm gonna use some alchemy to summon something.
Magic words, go.
Ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka.
I
Ooh,
can't
ee,
stop
ooh, ah,
this
ah, ching,
feeling
bang, walla, walla, bing, bang.
deep inside of me.
Ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga
I am
chaka.
believing that you're in love with me.
Look, I know that it's probably an actual language and I'm butchering it, but when I hear chanting, all I can think is the Ooga Chaka.
Witch doctor. Ooh.
Ligma? Oh god, no, they got a severe case of Ligma.
That's a sound of a tambourine shaking. I have one of those gourds. It doesn't sound like that. Okay, that's closer.
That is indeed a...
Except it kind of did.
Yeah. By frickin' vampires. Yeah, I'm starting to see the wokeness of here.
Yep.
Burn, baby, burn.
I hate saying wokeness when watching Castlevania.
Oh, you guys should have got
flashbacks to
you know what
Black
we
Panther
needed?
2, Wakanda Forever.
Alex, you want to know what we needed?
A hero holding
No,
out
we
until
needed
the end of the night.
No, we needed Val Kilmer as the Messiah.
Deliver us.
Deliver us.
Slavery is the natural order.
They killed him.
No.
That is a fair point.
I mean,
It's a fair...
all this bullshit about the natural order of things is starting to piss me off.
Evil villain speech. Evil villain speech.
Yeah. Well, who else has been talking about that? The priest? Is the priest possibly evil?
I mean, after all... Oh, hey, look, finally, someone turned into a bat.
I wonder if that guy might have turned into the priest later.
Who knows?
Can we just open up a shark's mouth and make this guy sound like this guy, the guy that's singing right now, is the shark?
Would be entertaining.
You know, I could lip sync that better than they did in this show.
Oh god.
Oh.
Did any...
She's having prophecies.
So animators tend to do this thing where they reference real life. I don't think the people who made this show ever referenced how real stringed instruments or singing is done. That the Vampire Messiah was supposed to be... You know what? Never mind.
Not Dracula?
Yeah, I would have thought that, but, you know.
Dracula is too busy possibly clapping Lisa's cheeks.
Yeah, he's busy. He's busy making afterlife babies.
Right.
Needs to be like, oh god, ow, ow, oh, oh, oh. Ooh.
No.
Wakanda forever.
We've spent almost an entire episode on this.
Yeah.
17 minutes.
Just left this character out entirely.
17 minutes.
They expect us to give a shit.
I think it's just,
but no, I care even less.
He's gonna come back. I mean, we saw him turn into a monster. He's gonna come back. And for some reason, he's gonna keep his personality for some reason.
Oh,
and then we're gonna have this emotional...
Look, I get it.
And then we're going to have the same ending as Blue Beetle.
I get it, Ulrox. You like man's butt. We know.
Count Orlok is a fucking German myth. Why is he from the fucking Aztec Empire?
No idea.
I mean, technically, Count Orlok is a German version of Dracula, but... Why are you holding the back of the knife to his throat? The back of that knife isn't sharp.
He could make it sharp with his own strength.
I mean, yeah, vampire. I mean, it doesn't matter how sharp a knife is. If you can like flip punch press
Well, yeah,
bows,
the
you can.
tip, yeah, but
I mean, it doesn't matter how sharp. I mean, you can literally crush heads with your bare hands.
there's a bit. What?
Is that supposed to be Elizabeth Bathory?
Yes.
Yes.
Hmm.
I need an adult. I am an adult.
Hmm.
Preferably my bed. And I'm on top. Wait, what?
It would have been very interesting if they'd have actually used
If anybody's
Count Orlok
wondering,
from
let's just
Nosferatu.
say, if anybody's wondering, there are screenshots that already spoil their relationship.
Ah. Oscar from Evangelion?
You want to know the worst part, Alex? If we ever, like, consider, if you will, I'll suddenly in a version we never make of this, suddenly as they're are being bitten and their mouths are agape, suddenly you hear from Big Enough. They're like,
yeah.
oh.
So what I was gonna say about this is earlier when I was talking about Assassin's Creed Unity, they could have very easily had the vampires being on the side of the revolutionaries because the revolutionaries
bleed,
spilling a lot of blood.
But no.
A lot of blood that I'm sure they'd love to fucking drink.
No, we're doing the whole vampire trope of aristocrats are secretly vampires.
It's one of those things where they just copied and pasted things into the fucking show without actually thinking about how to make things match up thematically. Like, the French Revolution wasn't entirely made up of good guys, you know? Like, the monarchists weren't good, the revolutionaries weren't good, nobody was good in this shit, you know?
It was very morally gray.
Yeah.
But no, let's have one. Whoa.
And now I've got the volume turned all the way up. And I can't even hear the fucking crowd, you know?
Yeah, oh, it's not just
goody,
me.
night creatures, exactly what we needed.
How convenient. Wait.
God on high, hear my prayer in my need. You have always been there. He is young. He's afraid. Let him rest.
Well, the whole time Richter got to kill something.
Yay, Richter got to be cool. Go, Lion.
Go, Lion King. Oh my.
So, well, that's a freak.
I shall earthbend this.
Wow.
these monsters, they look like something that was drawn up from, like, the nightmares of Junji Ito, rather than from the depths of Castlevania, you know?
Junji Ito is unironically a really good mangaka.
Yes, it is. And oh, hey,
Yeah.
look, just like I said, guess who?
It's
You know
opera
how they
singer,
had...
man.
You know
And he's got his personality, so so he's still in there.
You know how they
Yeah, just
constantly
what
had Castlevania monsters in the first 4 seasons? And I can't help but feel like they've lost some of the essence of that with these new designs, you know?
Yeah.
Because some of this stuff just doesn't scream Castlevania to me. I kind of feel like I would have been more, you know, emotionally affected by that.
Yeah,
Had
if
we
we
given
cared about the
chat
guy. I mean, gee, it's like, well, what's the purpose of that backstory? To make us feel something when this guy
that was a
shows up
really
again.
good first take. Where's our... Oh, the episode's over.
Dang.
Boo! Boo on you! Anyway, on to episode 4, Horrors Rising from the Earth. Are we ready?
Give me a sec.
Yes,
Time's up.
I am.
Episode 4. Yep, alright, I'm good.
Bender, are you ready?
Bender!
Bender!
Have the night creatures took you already?
I just sent him a message.
He said, hang on. I'm hanging on the edge of tomorrow. I don't know how much longer I can hang on, guys.
And I'm on the edge of glory, feeling out the moment and true. I'm on the edge, the edge,
I'm
the
trying to get up.
edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge. I'm on the edge with you. All right, I guess we're going. 3, 2, 1.
A Netflix series.
Yeah. Speaking of Netflix, I recently watched the One Piece Netflix.
I still haven't finished that, but I really like it so far. Even
it's
the
all
bits
right.
that I the bits that I saw that I didn't like, I can kind of understand where they were coming from. It's not like it'll there's things that happen that I don't necessarily like why they did it, but but the thing is like it's still really entertaining, and it's not like it's gonna negatively affect the plot. So,
yeah, because I treat it as it's an adaptation.
Well, the Garp stuff led to the funniest moment in the show too. So, I'm just I'm fine with that.
Yeah, same about Don Creek
though. My power over you grows stronger yet, and though you turn from me. Did you not have a mirror? Hang on, why is a mirror working for a vampire creature?
I guess they're technically not vampire. Yeah, they're night creatures. Different.
Night creature, not a vampire.
Okay.
They're big different.
I guess we're gonna have to live with that.
Yes, I'm
a fire in my laser. Blah.
Well, guess I'm just ugly for the rest of my life.
Okay, so yeah, we just changed styles between shots again. In the wide shot, it looked like they didn't animate Maria to have lighting match the table, and now her lighting matches the rest of the room.
Of course, the church is an asshole.
I mean, that worked back in the first couple of seasons. Now it's getting kind of irritating. Because, like, some of the... There were, like, really cool, like, holy vampire hunters who worked for the church in various adaptations of different vampire things. I'm thinking about Helsing here, by the way. Thinking about...
Yeah, I mean,
I'm thinking about one Alexander Anderson.
I think
Who might
Tsukihime.
not have... Who, in the Iscariot organization, even though, well, it wasn't the most upstanding and righteous organization, and he was still fucking cool, and I was still fucking badass. That's when he did shit. Like, they didn't completely make all of them suck. Like there's that line from Helsing Ultimate Abridged. You were a good boy, Maxwell. It's just a shame you were such a shit man. You know? Oh, like that basically sums up the Iscariots in a nutshell.
Yeah. And again.
Bitch! Do I need to tell you something? Your recklessness nearly got us killed!
You got... Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't... What the fuck is... You know what we could do?
God,
we could,
Richter has more of a point in this argument than the others do, and yet, and he's like,
let's go talk to the fucking priest about this and like feel him out, because he might be a good ally. He has a bunch of stuff we can use. Like, maybe we could have him bless us some holy water. You know what we could do? Yeah. We could have him bless us a whole lot of holy water and then taint the vampire's water supply with it.
Yeah.
I'm not even afraid once, and that was when I was 10. You hunt vampires for a living. You're gonna be afraid all the time. It's just a matter of whether or what you do with that fear. Fear is not a... to be afraid is not to be weak. Fear is not weakness. Fear is... Spill my fucking water again. Anyways, yeah. The feeling of fear is not weakness, necessarily. You know, fear can make you do really stupid things, but it can also save your life.
True.
And bravery in the face of fear is one of the most admirable traits of any hero in fiction and reality. Let's be real. Huh.
Wow. Subtle. Damn. I told you!
Just like slapping us in the face with it.
So is vampirism transferable via, you know, sex?
I mean, I always knew vampires were gay.
Well, don't forget. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Dio was actually ended up seducing a priest.
So
don't forget, there's a reason why people call Enrico Pucci a gay priest.
You know, there's no reason for him to be hiding his junk right now, but they did it anyways.
I mean, hell, they uncensored junk in season 3.
I'm not saying I wanted to see this man's penis. I'm just saying that this... It's correct, Your Honor. This man has no dick.
It's just plastic.
He's a Ken doll.
So he's gonna... I mean... I don't remember which Ken doll he is. Must be one of the dang recalled ones.
He's not Michael Keaton.
No, Michael Keaton is the good Ken. Brian is a close second.
Yeah.
It's a shame that Toy Story had a better and more directly accurate portrayal of the characters in Barbie.
The Barbie movie wasn't that bad.
It's not terrible.
Yeah, I know. I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Dick. Like,
very.
You would see a happy trail, but that's about it.
I don't want to see his penis, but they keep giving us angles where it should be visible, and...
Or maybe it's just really dang small.
How is he not burning?
I don't freaking know, man. I'm so used to TV shows where vampires don't get burned in sunlight.
Okay, so he wants an umbrella in the sun.
Even though there's other ways that sunlight can touch your skin.
Yeah. Why does Bathory have those fucking hooves?
I mean, my guy, we literally had sex. Like a lot.
I went to town on that ass.
And then the guy's like, can we please not talk about this?
Yeah.
You know, I'm so used to hearing the Richter voice that every time
we all are.
Every time this
here's the thing.
Boy shows up and speaks, it throws me, you know.
Alex, I'm used to David Vincent because
monster.
Alex, I'm used to David Vincent and who's voice acted Richter since Dracula X Chronicles.
Yeah.
And the dude's who's been one of the most consistent voice actor for Richter.
Yeah. Elizabeth Bathory was a real person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was.
She was the cousin of Count Dracula in real life.
Yep.
She was as pale as the driven snow. And didn't not that I'm complaining about the character design. She's smoking hot from the waist up, but
that's not Elizabeth Bathory, that's somebody else.
That's not Bathory was the one who had the hooves.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, she says
she works for Elizabeth Bathory, that's what.
Oh, so they're doing the whole Elizabeth Bathory Carmilla stick.
We didn't need to recreate the characters from previous seasons. Could have just created whole new archetypes and interactions.
That requires work.
Can we go through paragraphs of text without forcing swearing like this?
What?
Because, oh boy.
Don't make me horny. You won't like me when I'm horny.
Something, fuck. Fuck,
fuckity, fuck.
Turbo burn boner.
I'm sure Warren Ellis is jerking off to this whole all the church is the bad guys thing.
Probably not, because his seasons were actually well written, and even when he portrayed the fucking murderer better than these guys are portraying the regular ass church people.
Man.
Granted, I wouldn't have put that in the show. So.
Man. You know, at least Helsing's church wasn't all completely assholes.
Yeah, we had good people in the Catholics, and we had the Anglicans, you know.
At least the Nazi-verse church kids weren't all assholes.
I mean, hell, Anderson ended up being an actually good person and committed to his religion.
Anderson is a fucking great character.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
In terms of my favorite characters from Hellsing, both in terms of abridged and original, well, my ranking goes Alucard, Alexander Anderson, and then Police Girl.
Saris.
Yeah, Saris Victoria.
Police Girl.
That is my top three, with Integra and I was trying to remember her Frenchman's name. Same.
Pip Bernadotte.
Yeah, Pip. That's my top 5 for those.
I mean, it's a lot of people's top
Remember,
5.
He's the Frenchie,
And that's a show
voiced
with a
by
lot-
Yuri Lowenthal.
Yeah. That's a show with a lot of great characters in it too, by the way.
Great characters,
And-
great animation, everything.
Dang right.
Oh,
Oh,
and a great
hello.
English dub.
Hey, you know what we
Yeah.
can do here? If we have him hover off the ground, we don't have to animate his feet moving. And we can just loop everything else.
Yep.
Ooh.
Wasn't it part of vampire mythology at one point that metal didn't actually hurt them, or wasn't able to restrain them?
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
but again, this isn't a vampire, it's a night creature.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, what's the point of those extra arms if they're just going to be stuck to his face?
It's like they saw My Hero Academia and wanted to do that, but lamer.
Jupiter.
They're going to Jupiter to get more stupider.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I have some unfortunate news for you, Richter. You're not the best there is at what you do.
Well,
That was a PNG that you keyframed upwards.
he actually
You can't lie to
is
me.
one of the strongest Belmonts out there.
Well, not right now.
No. Currently, he is the strongest.
I mean, yeah, I know that. I'm talking about right.
What? So when are we gonna get to the plot of Rondo of Blood?
Never.
I have. Wait.
Bender, can you hear me?
No, he's still mute.
I mean, he's muted, not deafened. Why is your panning sequence bad CG? That was worse CG than was in the... That was worse CG than was in fucking Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Ironically.
Man.
Just gonna focus entirely on an original plot that doesn't make a lick of sense. Yeah!
Sorry.
Fucking key animation and perspective on that was awful. But I'm trying my best to follow this.
Something. Let's
What
go
the
kill
hell
some
was
monsters. Neat.
That looks like it's supposed to be a Castlevania monster, but I can't tell which one it is.
Of course, Richter's victory had to be off-screened.
Oh, hi. Oh, this is awkward.
You know what you could do, Airbender Girl, or Earthbender Girl? You could conjure us a cannon with your metallurgy skills, and we could shoot all of them.
Not that that would do much good.
I summoned my really big gun in attack mode.
Rawr!
You know, why did you hesitate? You could have Agent Smith that.
She wanted to make it look cool.
Yeah,
but
they
did that in the Matrix, and it looked way cooler.
I mean, Oh, hi. Ooh.
Ow.
No killing the children.
Excuse me?
Somebody think of the children.
God damn it, I'm hiccuping.
Ah, so he does remember everything. I mean, he hasn't really eaten anybody.
Oh, God.
Oh, oh, damn. That's actually pretty cool.
Because you motherfuckers can't even...
Oh, yeah.
That
Not necessary,
perspective on that
Richter.
knife is
No.
terrible, and that... Yeah, the swearing was completely unnecessary. You could have
Yeah,
said...
exactly.
I'm really, and on
You
a
know,
mook, no less.
I'm just
I
gonna
mean,
say this, Bill Goldberg didn't need to say who's fucking next.
No, he just
hell, I would
needed
have
to say.
like.
No, he just
I mean, if
needed to
you had to
say,
say the F,
God,
"Who's next?"
man, that is 100% like traced over CGI.
oh hi,
Hey, remember me?
time to
How's
cash in on that deal. Time
how's
to
it
cash in on that
hanging?
investment.
You know what you need to do right now, Richter? Ball your fists up and run over there as fast as you can and punch him really hard directly in the nutsack.
Damn,
You know,
Rick,
I'm
you
much more approving of the Aaron Yeager school of PTSD, wherein, you know, you develop a violent hatred and fly off into a frothing rage when the thing that
killed my
fucks you up,
mom.
when the thing that fucked you up shows up.
Yeah,
Just a thought. Let's watch those lips sync, shall we?
Ba da da ba 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 da ba 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 ba.
It's a cold little walk down to
I thank you.
eternity. Yo ho and blow the man down.
no, Richter failed.
Richter is not a goddamn pussy.
Yeah, Shinji Ikari is calling you a little bitch right now.
And Shinji Ikari should not be calling the manly man that is Richter Belmont a bitch.
I'm sorry, bitch says what?
What?
That was frustrating. Richter's my favorite Belmont, and he is not a pussy. Anyway, the natural order. Are we ready?
At least we don't have that many episodes left of this show.
No, we don't.
All right, I am ready now. 3, 2,
Wait.
1. Hang on.
Bender?
Oh yeah, we gotta ask Bender if he's ready.
I think that's a yes.
That was frustrating.
Yeah.
I'm just like, no, no, no.
Man, when does this get good?
Okay, he's ready. All right. In 3, 2, 1.
Oh. Netflix logo. Meanwhile. Man.
Legitimately, Shinji Ikari is calling you a little bitch right now.
And here's the
thing. Out of all
when Guts had his PTSD episode...
Was this animated by the fucking people who did fucking... Speaking of Guts, Berserk 2016?
Yeah, but anyway... You know, when Guts had his PTSD episode during his sexual intercourse with Casca, at the very least, it made sense for him to have an emotional breakdown.
Yeah.
Not to mention that, you know, that...
But here, Richter is just being a bitch.
Man.
Why? Why, guys? Why do you feel the need to make the straight white man into a total bitch?
I'm a doctor, damn it, not a fucking psychologist. Why haven't you taken that fucking thing off already? Okay.
Meanwhile, thousands of miles away.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice.
Meaning at the Legion of Doom.
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom.
Man.
Yeah, I'm actually with her on that. I don't want to imagine what she's gonna do with that head.
Have you played Lollipop Chainsaw?
No!
Oh. I know of it.
Turn it into a wisecracking sidekick.
So wait, does this mean that she's gonna have a crossover with High School of the Dead?
Oh my god.
Bender says, I have and I love it. Yes, Lollipop Chainsaw is great. It was in James Gunn's not shit era.
Mom, is Richter still being a bitch?
Yes.
Richter still being a little pussy baby boy?
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh god fucking damn it. I can't believe I can't believe I ever saw anything in that man. Yeah, I've seen that. I need to get the original because I played I played a friend's copy and I had to give it back, and unfortunately, I just haven't found myself a copy of my own.
Or it's,
Your Leroy Jenkins thing nearly got your team killed and killed.
You're gonna
all
get the
because
rest
your
of us killed
boyfriend had.
soon.
All because your
How many
boyfriend
times
happened to be.
How many times do I have to say it?
This wouldn't have happened if you didn't show.
Again.
Listen,
Bitch.
freedom might be the right of all sentient beings, but we should put a little bit more thought into this than just, going off half-cocked. I mean, granted, I know Count Orlok only has half a cock, but that doesn't mean we need to go half-cocking this.
How the fuck do you know about his penis length?
Unfortunately,
you don't want to know the answer.
Unfortunately, its negativity has created a black hole from which no thought can escape. I mean, I don't want to forgive him. I want to persecute the writers of the series. I almost want to know what the fucking fleur-de-lis means historically, because to me it doesn't mean much. It's just a thing I see all over the place. That's like the New Orleans Saints logo to me.
Annette, I really don't like you. I really, really don't like you.
Nah, that's not Nat. That's some new chick.
You guys know what I mean. You know the New Orleans Saints,
Strong,
right?
independent woman.
Yeah, I don't need no man. I'm a strong black woman.
You guys know what I mean when I say the New Orleans Saints, right?
No.
Oh, well.
No.
They're a football team. And some friends of the family are very into the New Orleans Saints.
Sorry, I don't do football unless it's the Super Bowl commercials.
I don't do it either, but I know the New Orleans Saints, and that's their logo. When I can't see anything else when I look at this.
Unless it's like basketball, I probably won't know nothing.
Okay, I'm back, guys. Sorry, I was on mute. Had to go with my mom, grocery shopping.
It's all right.
That's fine.
Also, to answer your
Christmas
question,
shopping.
Well, no, I'm sorry. Grocery.
By the way, Bender, I feel like banging my head repeatedly against a wall because they have.
Oh no, I've been hearing you guys. Yeah, I've been hearing.
Turned Richter Belmont into a bitch.
Don't worry, he's gonna get a badass moment. That's to answer your question, Sonic.
I don't give a flying fuck.
Shit.
It better be a good badass moment.
It is. It's a pretty good badass moment.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to recreate. Alex, I don't know if I'm going to be able to recreate that level of rage on request.
We're gonna get like.
That sounded terrible. Well, like it was gonna.
We're gonna get like one.
Your throat.
We're gonna get like one badass moment.
Alex,
that's the highlight.
I have shredded my throat on a consistent basis doing the fucking Spider-Man bit when he's in the black suit chasing Shocker.
Although, if Alex and Kevin,
that I have shredded my throat for worse. And guess what? I have survived all those times.
Since Alex and Kevin. No, it's okay. Since you guys saw the trailer, I think y'all will know what badass moment I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I never saw the trailer, or I decided to remain blind on this.
Oh, no, yeah, it's coming.
I decided to remain blind on this, so
I do agree with Kevin. It is so weird that they turned out Richter Belmont into a pussy, and compared to Trevor Belmont, he's even more of a pussy by comparison.
Yeah.
Because Trevor Belmont had his down moments, but they never deliberately made him like a bitch.
Yeah, like I mean, this man like clearly Richter went to the school of PTSD by other M. Like, oh, say you see the whole.
Don't worry, we're literally almost done. We have like 3 episodes left.
Yeah.
Shit.
Although the question is, are we going to watch those last 3 episodes?
Yes, we are.
Tonight?
We're gonna get through the whole thing.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's like
That way we can watch horror movies throughout the rest of October. Good ones.
oh no.
Like, what
What do you
horror
mean?
movies are
Oh
we talking
no.
about? You'll have to tell me that off camera. What horror movies? Because if it's Freddy versus Jason, I'm there.
We're working through the Nightmare on Elm Streets. Actually, we're doing Nightmare 2, The Dream Warriors, Alien, Aliens, and Evil Dead 2, and maybe Army of Darkness.
Okay, so I'll join you on
Army of Darkness.
I'll join you on Alien and Aliens because I've never seen any of the Alien films.
Ooh, you are in for a treat. Those films are great.
I know of them.
Unfortunately, they're followed by 4 of the worst films I've ever seen.
Well, which would you say is worst out of the remaining 4? Would you say, like, if you had to choose between Alien 3,
I'd
Alien
be genuinely,
Resurrection, Prometheus,
I'd be curious if they're
one.
just luring Annette in. Because this is such
a
painfully obvious trap.
Okay,
well,
so...
No. You're wrong, Kevin. You're about to be wrong, Kevin. They didn't even know she was there.
Bullshit.
No, they don't. Seriously.
Damn vampire selective hearing.
So,
it's her slave.
Alien 3 shat all over the characters I loved. It was The Last Jedi before The Last Jedi happened. Alien Resurrection is not a great film, but it's better than Alien 3 was.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Alien Resurrection is not that bad. It has a better cast of at least the characters are more interesting.
Yeah, it benefits from a number of things, namely the director, being allowed to have a certain amount of more control over it. Joss Whedon's awesome script that wasn't presented entirely well, but which he used to create the prototypes for the characters that would be in the excellent Firefly, which is one of my favorite TV shows of all time.
Same.
And Sigourney Weaver looks fucking amazing in that movie. And,
oh man, the basketball scene. That basketball scene was fucking lit.
The fact that they did that in one take was amazing.
I know. Oh, by the way, hi, Alistair Duncan.
Yeah. And
oh great, they got Senator Armstrong in this.
I'm not locked in here.
Senator Armstrong.
You're locked in here with
They got Alfred from the Batman. They got Sindri from God of War 4 and Ragnarok. Yeah, they wasted a good actor.
Yeah. Alien. Okay, so I was about to call it Alien Prometheus. Prometheus is a product of horrible editing, horrible writing, and horrible just generally everything that goes into it. There's a bunch of cool shit in it, but it's basically a retread of everything in Alien, but worse.
It's like the Terminator 3 of Alien.
Terminator 3 is better than Prometheus.
You know what? Fair enough.
And then Alien Covenant is better than Prometheus, but it's still fucking nonsense.
And the fact that Scott Ridley came back to direct that one just says how much.
Ridley Scott.
I'm sorry, Ridley Scott.
Yeah, Ridley Scott puts out. His filmography is like half good, half bullshit. It's like M. Night Shyamalan these days.
Which is funny because M. Night Shyamalan is actually working his way back up to making good films.
Yeah. Yeah, Ridley
No,
Scott.
good for him.
You know what he could do?
Ridley Scott directed Alien.
He could try to dig himself
movies,
underground.
He directed G.I. Jane and The Martian, but he also did Prometheus, Alien Covenant, and fucking like I said, Prometheus.
Yeah. Also, I was going to say, I will definitely join you guys on Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness. I actually prefer, yeah, because I really am I in the camp that says I actually kind of don't like Evil Dead 1. I've just like
Evil Dead 1 is one of those films that's very experimental in how it works. So there's some jank to it, but it is, I'd say, it is essential viewing.
Well, I mean, I've never seen it. It just never interested me. But the fact that it was recapped perfectly and explained perfectly in Evil Dead 2 and the first episode of Ash versus the Evil
back
Dead.
with Richter.
Oh, yeah.
Neither God nor Master.
Apparently, Ridley Scott is working on a Gladiator 2, 25 years after the first one.
Yeah, see, I don't like that.
I don't know. Apparently, I've heard that the Napoleon film has some really good shit in it. But like House of Gucci wasn't very good. But The Last Duel, like everybody fucking raved about The Last Duel when it came out. And all the money in the world. I remember, from what I watched of it, that was a pretty good film. But like,
hey, look, it's his bandana.
Yeah,
I liked I liked The Martian better than Alien Covenant, but that was right after Exodus: Gods and Kings.
Oh God, don't remind. Okay, how interesting is that? Exodus: Gods and Kings had so much potential casting wise. You had Russell Crowe and Christian
put the
Bale.
Fucking thing on.
Yeah. No, don't worry. He's gonna put it on.
Yeah, we know the trailer exists.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't watch the trailer, so
you know how
we're not spoiling. I'm not spoiling.
You know, that's the door sound effect. That is just the door sound effect.
Oh,
Alex,
it's cheaper. Oh yeah, here we go. We're about to get the obvious reveal that totally nobody saw coming unless you played the games like Kevin and Alex. So this is kind of pointless.
Yeah.
You know, you remember the evil priest from season 1? He was much more memorable than this guy.
Yeah.
Did you guys actually know that season 1 of the original Castlevania was supposed to actually be a movie, but it never? Yeah, okay, cool.
I heard about
that. No, I did not.
Yeah, those first 4 episodes were supposed to be a 2-hour movie, but no one would take it. So Addy
Shankar.
Thank you. So Addy Shankar took it to Netflix.
This sounds like they're desperately attempting to ape the voice of Abraham Van Helsing for this guy for no reason whatsoever. Oh. We don't know who this guy used to be. They introduced us to him earlier in the series, and very few times, funnily enough.
Wait.
Oh, I
Alex,
wish John.
You mean to tell me that John Constantine was
I
behind
was just
this?
okay. No joke. How awesome would it be if? How awesome would it be if John Constantine actually showed up in the series? How much better would that make it?
I woke up beside Barry Allen and a bottle of tequila. He was muttering something about riding him through the time stream.
Okay, this is not related to John Constantine, but how the fuck has this series not got a Matt Ryan in it?
That's a very good question.
And there it is. Dun dun dun!
Yeah.
I am your father.
No, I am your father.
Yeah, these last episodes are literally...
We couldn't have seen that coming from the color of his hair. Also, that's not how blonde hair grays.
Less gray, more white.
Yeah, that's not how blonde hair, goes.
These last episodes are literally going to feel like Castlevania Star Wars.
Yeah, good. Which one?
What?
Which Star Wars?
Trevor, this doesn't work. This doesn't work with Richter. It's worked with Trevor because this is where we saw him at the start of the series.
Also, too, okay, so question.
Hey,
Kevin,
there's Juice Day.
Yeah, Kevin, you know more about Richter. Did Richter ever inherit the drunkenness from his ancestor Trevor? So he's never drunken in his life.
Nope, he's stone cold sober.
Well, okay, apparently he's a drunk now. So I guess that means Simon Belmont was a drunk. I guess that's what we're gonna have the.
So
Oh god.
Oh no!
Who the hell are you?
Dead meat. That's who he is.
I almost expected that guy to pull a fucking shotgun out from behind there. I was like, all right, listen up, you primitive screwhead. This is my...
He's like, oh shit, I forgot my whip.
No, he didn't. He took it.
So, fun fact, Juice is one of my favorite characters from the games.
Well, he gets to be badass.
Why isn't he wearing his iconic red outfit?
They explain why.
Oh.
You know how you talk about Luke Skywalker? I'm sorry, Jake Skywalker from The Last Jedi?
Yeah.
Well,
Am I gonna have my heart broken?
Yeah, you're gonna get your answers as to where the hell was he when his daughter was killed. Yeah.
I feel like the audio
if Juiced wasn't off killing fucking vampires, like off in a distant land, and like traveling to literal Transylvania to beat vampire ass, I am going to be apoplectically mad.
Hey, look, he asked the question Kevin was asking.
Ah, so Alex had the right pronunciation.
Ooh.
Grandpa.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, the weird thing is, another
Grandpa, where the fuck
Alex,
were you when Mom died?
I feel like there is a lot of Assassin's Creed music inspiration in this series.
You know what? Realistically, why hasn't Powerhouse Animation done an Assassin's Creed series? They've done Kong, they've done He-Man,
planning on it, but they haven't gone through with it yet. Anyway, so we're on Guilty Men and To Be Judged. Are we ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
This is the longest episode of the series.
Yeah, 32
minutes 32
long.
minutes.
Also, I really don't like this intro. Remember how hard the first series intro went?
Yep.
Yes, I do. This is
Yeah.
Arrowverse levels of lazy.
Yeah, that is.
So I'm guessing this is in the past.
No, it's the present.
Oh,
Okay, why is the Gladiator here?
Yeah, Harmony of Dissonance is one of my favorite games. I remember I found a Let's Play of it
There's
by
Elizabeth.
NecroVMX
Yeah,
way back when, and I
she looks
I
so
downloaded
gaudy.
the ROM for my emulator.
yeah.
And I played the hell out of that game. I don't know if I ever finished it, but I love that game. I fucking love Juiced.
yeah. Okay, so I know she's supposed to be the vampire messiah, but again, I have to ask, what the hell happened to Dracula, Carmilla, her sisters? What happened?
Carmilla
to these
died. Her
characters?
sisters just kind of, two of her sisters who were lesbians kind of pissed off, and the other one who fucked Hector died.
Can you take
Okay.
that fucking dress off?
To be fair,
No.
I barely remember season 4. I do remember, Trevor fighting Death, which was the most badass moment of that.
Hang on. So
I love. Yeah, Jeff was great.
The German vampire is turned into a brown Aztec. Meanwhile, the niece slash cousin of Count Dracula is now Egyptian.
Yep.
She's about as Egyptian as friggin' Sean Connery in The Highlander.
Oh,
Spanish. I'm Egyptian.
All right, the whole historically political.
Why are you giving this NPC a title? She's dead meat. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. Yeah.
The rendering in this series is all over the place, because that looked like shitty JPEGs in the background.
I think they should have delayed.
Crush PNGs.
Okay, look, I understand that Netflix's One Piece literally took a huge priority when it came to the damn budget. But are you telling me that they put so much stock into that they were like, let's just half-ass our Castlevania series in terms of budget?
I would have almost thought that these things should have pulled from two completely different budget pools. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Because again, Alex, I'm sure you've seen it. You've seen how much one live action One Piece's budget was. So you're telling me they couldn't have just delayed this?
Clearly
given
not.
the animators more time.
You know what we could have done instead? We could have cut every episode and just cut straight to fucking Symphony of the Night and God, Rondo of Blood.
I think Rada has the right response to this show.
Yeah, no, but see, that's the thing.
Let's get the episode count to 6, and we'll make like a game. We'll make a show about Juiced. We'll make a show about all the other Belmonts. You know, fucking anybody.
Oh yeah, Juiced is an idiot. He literally just assumed Richter came here to find him, when no, this was pure accident.
Oops.
Could have made a show about Leon.
Like a
prequel series while we were working on some of the other stuff.
Oh, Vanessa Marshall is in this.
That log. On a Christopher show, Simon show, a Juiced show. And then that could have led into the Richter show.
Yep.
Yeah, I would have expected you to be helpful. You're a goddamn vampire hunter.
Hey,
Just
Juice is
want
an
somebody to have
asshole.
my goddamn back, Grandpa.
Yep, here we go. Yeah, so there's your explanation as to where he was, Alex. He basically was like, I told your mother not to tell you that I was alive because I wanted to stay far the fuck out of it as possible.
This is...
Dead meat.
I know I keep making the Evangelion comparison, but this is just Shinji and Gendo. But what have you fuck you supposed to kill vampires for? I'd kill vampires for money. Honor?
I mean, Trevor.
Fuck honor.
Trevor
Honor doesn't pay the bills.
I mean, Trevor and Cypher did it for money.
Yeah. Yeah, by the way, Grandpa, what the fuck happened to the Morning Star?
Yeah, we sold it on eBay.
Grandpa, what the fuck? Grandpa, what the fuck is eBay?
Yeah, it's before your time.
Wait a minute, hold on, time out. If that's if that's supposed to be his whip, does that mean that whip is Simon's?
Simon have like 3 whips?
Yeah, but his most iconic whip is the one that Richter now holds.
Okay.
So again, that's like the loosest connection we're ever going to get to Simon. Could have got, or no, even better. What if we just, instead of this show is trying to falsely adapt Symphony of the Night. Here's a bright idea. Why didn't we just focus this whole damn series on Alucard and do Symphony of the Night with Richter being a supporting character?
Why didn't we do? We could have. There are so many games.
Do you know how many people? Do you know how many people have actually been asking and begging for Alucard to get his own series that adapts Symphony of the Night?
A lot.
They should have called this fucking Rondo of Blood.
It really does not
adapted
feel like
Rondo of Blood.
Yes, with the Dark Priest Shaft as the main antagonist.
And then we could have a second season called Symphony of the Night. Based on Symphony of the Night.
But no, we couldn't have
We could have also had Harmony of Dissonance. Somewhere in between there. Could have had all kinds of things.
Okay. There you go, Alex. There's your other explanation. Juice basically explains his wife and daughter. His wife was killed, and after that, he went emo, and he basically swore off from the Belmont legacy, and that's why he basically.
So essentially, after his wife and daughter died. So essentially, after his wife died, suddenly he got into listening to "Crawling" by Linkin Park.
He literally just took the Jake Skywalker approach and was like, I want to be left alone.
The sad thing is, it was never actually established which of Richter's ancestors Juiced was.
No.
So, because Juiced in the games was just, one of his relatives. They didn't explicitly have him be his grandfather. He could very well have been, given his birth date, but, it was never stated. And now we brought in a character who has been criminally underutilized to ruin him.
Well, I mean, shit. Now I'm just wondering what would have happened if they used Simon. You think this is how they would have done him?
I'm old and tired and sad, and I want to die. That's the only script anybody can write these days.
My wife died. I became emo, and I let my daughter die intentionally because I didn't want to be father to do fuck all. Say what you will, Kevin. At least Richter is literally hammering his grandfather for not being there for him and being helpful.
Juiced, Gendo Ikari is a better parent than you.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Pretty sure.
Unironically.
Shit, man. I mean, oh god. Also, man, just hearing Sypha's name, it's like, okay, and that makes me want to go back and rewatch the series because Sypha, I could never get tired watching them instead of Maria. Maria, I just get tired easily. Actually, this whole supporting cast, I get tired easily.
Maria had an effervescent personality. I don't know shit. Sorry, Sypha had an effervescent personality. Maria, I couldn't tell you what she's like.
I mean,
I couldn't
Annette
tell
is
you
just.
what any of these people are like, really.
Annette
You
is
can
just
tell that
bitching.
Annette is
That's
a
what Annette
bitch.
is. Yeah, see, me and Kevin are on the same wavelengths.
And that she uses her trauma to justify her behavior.
Oh no, my best and only friend is dead / now a night
Now we have
walker.
this bit that people
what
on
the fuck
Twitter.
happened to Trevor? Sorry, not to Trevor. To fucking Richter's dad.
In this show, they don't say anything about it.
Hooray, you killed the white man.
White man, flies through them like the skies. White man.
We interrupted this Castlevania series to bring you The Lion King and the Black Panther. Bitch, you haven't seen the worst.
Yeah, this is just France. Wait till you get to Australia.
You want to?
Hey,
No.
where's
You want to
Alucard
talk
right
about
now?
that is a good. You'll find out. You'll find out.
Alucard's too busy playing My Hero Academia Fortnite.
Yes.
No, Alucard
you know what? That's
is
a
too
better
busy.
excuse than Juiced has in this show.
Alucard's too busy to not.
One of my
give
coworkers was trying to offer me to play that with him, but I told him I don't play My Hero Academia Fortnite. He keeps insisting, "No, it isn't. No, it isn't."
It totally is.
My
man.
Fortnite Academia.
Yeah,
I
I
played enough
know.
Fortnite to know what Fortnite looks like.
It is literally Fortnite. And you know what Netflix
With a mixture of Dead
you know what
by
Netflix
Daylight
ended up
for some
saying?
reason.
You know what Netflix ended up saying about that scene where Annette's like the Belmont guy turned out to be useless as fuck?
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh, the Belmonts needed humbling, blah blah blah." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up!"
The heroes of this franchise.
Yeah, fuck you. The Belmonts actually go
and they
through.
Actually got so many people on their case that they deleted those posts.
Of course.
I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so
we get it. Slavery is bad, but it's part of the world. We get it.
Allow me to say something here.
Go ahead.
And don't mind the voice I'm putting on. Slavery might be the way of the world, but it need not be the way of you. Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
You know what? You perfectly summed
it up.
It
It is our duty to bring freedom to those in chains.
Why does this look like the Pats from Attack on Titan?
I mean, yeah, that literally it does look like that. And to your left, you got the Eren Yeager.
Eren Yeager talking with Dio.
Yeah, while convincing this little girl to give him the power of God.
She needs the power to believe.
She needs the power of the power, the power of the power, the power of the power,
the power, the power, the power, the power, the power, the power, the power, the power, the power.
Is this guy still singing?
Here we go.
Yeah. His singing actually has a purpose, if you can believe it.
There are like 2 frames of animation on his mouth.
I wonder if his neighbors like, "God damn it, shut up!"
They wasted a talented singing voice in this show. I hate it.
Yeah.
I would rather go watch an Italian opera.
Yeah.
Oh God! Did they have sex again?
Nope.
No.
Now currently wishing I was at the Phantom of the Opera, or literally anything.
I mean, you don't know. They probably did have sex. Who cares?
Man, they could hear his singing from way over here. Man,
Isn't this the most Romeo and Juliet relationship you ever seen?
Romeo and Juliet.
Frankly, I don't care about this relationship, and I wish it would go away.
They just had sex, and now all of a sudden, Orlox is literally like, "I love you so much."
Yeah, you want a better relationship? Did this better? Dio. Dio and Poochie did this way better.
He was the last of the Mohicans.
Okay. Well, Kevin, you can answer this. Was Orlox gay?
No, he was just a boss you had to fight in Symphony of the Night.
Yeah,
he was some dude we killed.
Yeah, Orlox is based on Count Orlok from Nosferatu, a German vampire who is very similar to Count Dracula, and sometimes used as an alias for Count Dracula, but also used as an alternate vampire lord or kind of guy. Hey, he would have made for a great antagonist for a mid-ish season of any vampire show. You know?
It's funny because that movie turned 100 years old this year, and think about it. This is the best way this is one of the best ways we're honoring this character's memory by having him be a gay vampire
be a gay Incan vampire who dresses as like a fop.
And it's kind of an idiot for letting people live.
That too.
Is that supposed to be a see no evil kind of reference there?
I don't know anymore.
What, opera thing with space? I don't know. I don't know.
I remember you used to be. I'm
Jacques Cousteau.
Look in my eyes, what do you see? The cult of personality?
Just expect Jacques Cousteau.
Remember me.
Hi, Dad.
I have come to kick you in the balls.
But how will I have more children?
Exactly.
Was that supposed to... Okay, are they seriously making are they really going that far? I'm sorry, that low?
I think they are. I mean, that's the only way.
That was the
dumbest... Bridge was able to do this because it was actually a good joke.
Yes. If you're going to make the obvious...
No, she's not a fucking witch! Witchcraft is a very specific branch of magic that has to do with sacrificing the lives of other creatures to create rituals.
Okay,
what she does is sorcery, not witchcraft!
If you really want to...
And a priest should goddamn know that!
Deliver us!
The 300 years ago, when Dracula's wife was killed, they accused her of using witchcraft to heal, but she wasn't magic. She was using advanced science.
Thank you all.
But you can at least understand the ignorance of why the priest who killed Dracula's wife could be like, she witch bad.
Yeah,
deliver
I'm gonna
taunt Dracula. Has seen her do
and
magic,
then I'm gonna taunt Dracula.
That's not witchcraft. Also, why is this bitch dressed up like Wonder Woman 84?
Also, too, Cypher was constantly recognized as a speaker magician. They never called her a witch.
No.
No, the people actually said witchcraft in regards to Cypher's abilities.
Well, still, they actively called her. They addressed her with her title. Yeah, exactly. They weren't like witch, bird, bad.
Throw rocks at her and stuff.
Yay! I'm supposed to care. Oh joy! Look at the villains. Oh man.
evil and that shit.
Can we just okay. Hi, Annette.
Are we gonna kill some vampires now?
No.
Well,
Damn it.
We are having courage, but it's not working.
Now, this is better than the Drake song. I gotta give it that.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm guessing we're just having a little therapy section over here.
Yeah. You know, that is something that I guess that's something this series is trying to one up the original series on. Would be if the night creatures, you know, maintained their personality and they fought back.
30 Days of Night did this way better. 30 Days of Night is one of my favorite movies, and it did it
And now we're back to
way
this.
better than this. And like, the end is great. I'm not gonna spoil the ending to that film, because if you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. Like, 30 Days of Night is one of the best vampire movies ever made.
I guess I'll put that on the bucket list.
Like, there's so much world building in just the things that the vampires say to each other, and it's not, like, clunky either. This film has some amazing action, and it's got really good blood and gore, and it's just fucking grand, you know?
Oh. Yeah, you were a terrible father.
Okay.
Well, bye.
Why aren't you rotating that thing? The whole point of a rotisserie.
Well, we got 9 minutes left. An action sequence should be coming up right about now.
How convenient that he had to piss her at this exact moment.
Hey, man, you know, older people
use the most
have a hard...
overused sound in the history of score.
Older people okay.
Ooh.
Wow, that messed.
Okay, I guess that man has a gun axe.
I was gonna make the joke about older people. I was gonna not even make a joke. I was just gonna say older people have a more sensitive bladder.
How deep is that water? Not very,
deep enough.
Apparently. Hey, how
No,
are they
not deep.
in the water? And
oh, wow,
God damn it!
Apparently.
Wow, you're telling me
what you need to do?
Be
Turn
good.
That chain into a whip.
This is why we should. What?
Trevor is laughing at you from heaven. You do know that, right, Richter?
Yeah. I believe all the Belmonts are laughing right now. Simon,
Leon.
they're all just like, man, look at this guy. This is our.
Are we
the
get
new generation.
an a la carte ex machina here?
No, we are not going to get a la carte ex machina.
I would have forgiven this if we had an a la carte ex machina.
Ooh.
Why are you saying this out? Why are you telling him this?
I
don't think the vampires are very smart.
Oh, that's why. That's why they wanted to do that. So they could have that lame-ass punchline.
Oh, look, we're doing a Darth Vader. It's like, if you will not, we're doing a Darth Vader thing. We'll all just go after them. Just kill him. Stop monologuing.
I don't think these vampires are very good at killing people when they
So
No.
Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if they let him live and just.
You stupid asshole! I'm sorry, you stupid idiot! Why did you throw the whip where Juice could easily get it?
you know, I've written
Angry.
scenes like this before. I'd like
Oh,
to think
here we
I've
go.
done a
He's
better.
going Super Saiyan Blue.
Okay, I take that back. I've definitely done a better job than this.
Here,
Oh,
here's
Grand
your
Cross.
badass moment. Listen,
Well,
take a look.
the
Listen,
Ava
listen real
references
close.
are becoming incredibly apt because that was a cross.
Listen real closely. Just listen. Well, you've seen the trailer, but just
I
listen.
haven't.
Yeah.
Just listen. Just listen.
Now we got Divine Bloodlines.
You know, you could have given his lips some color and made them like a little bit human colored rather than just pink like the rest of his face.
By the way, this is something you should not have spoiled or put in the damn trailer.
Which is why I didn't watch the trailer.
He put
so
his hand
I'm.
on the chest and it
This
cuts
is
to
neat.
him having a flame.
I mean, when season 2's 7th episode came out, they didn't reveal the actual episode. They didn't reveal that theme.
You know, in the time it takes for you to reload that musket, you could probably just run over there.
And now here we go.
And hit him really hard.
He put.
Yep,
Trevor Belmont was dumb enough to walk up and punch Count Dracula in the face.
And in the dick.
I'm gonna see if I'm dumb enough to do that too.
Oh, look, see, shouldn't have thrown that whip. Also, Juice, you fucking idiot. You literally could have gotten out any time, you jackass.
I already don't like this.
Trevor Belmont.
Yeah, I don't like it. The kill was cool, but that line was terrible.
That's the line that you write when you are gonna come back and redraft it later. Or it's like you can't figure out what else to put there, so you just.
Could we not just take inspiration from Trevor Belmont? Trevor Belmont had some excellent badass dialogue.
This show had how many writers, and that was the best they could come up with?
Yeah.
Could have just copied the dialogue from the fucking game. Let's see. This is this episode is Guilty Men Be Judged.
Yes.
Clive Bradley, you're a fucking idiot. His mouth didn't move hardly at all in that shot.
No, it did not.
I'm younger than you.
Because
that is
a wide shot that we wouldn't notice.
And there you go. There's our badass moment.
Maybe it's because I've heard before, but
yay!
Meredith Lang was Meredith.
Now
Lang?
we're on Blood is the Only Way. So are we ready?
Penultimate episode. Let's go.
All right. Penultimate episode 3, 2,
Hang on.
1.
Hang on.
Oh, hang on. Rewind.
Okay, now I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
All right. I'm gonna step up for a minute and get some sip.
Okay.
Let me get some of that sip. I would honestly, I'd rather listen to the Divine Bloodlines from Dracula X Chronicles.
I was gonna say, hey, like it should have been. Why the fuck does she keep changing costume?
I don't know. Why is anything happening?
Let's see here, Meredith Lane. Casting director for Nickelodeon Animation.
Okay.
She did the casting for Skull Island, Samurai Rabbit: The Usagi Chronicles, TMNT 2012. Yes, she is the original casting director for the original series.
Yep.
So did she just give up and just say fuck it? This
Possibly.
isn't her best direction.
Why
this
are you
isn't her
carrying
best
that
direction.
head around still?
Because she wants something to pleasure herself with.
Well, you're not going to get much.
Somebody
Best you can do is just try hump that thing.
Okay, so Testament.
Oh, all right. Sorry,
Testament
hold on.
is a guy named Andy Brooks.
Oh. This you know what this dance reminds me of? This dance reminds me of that scene where Dracula dances with the werewolf sister in Van Helsing.
Yeah.
Are we seriously just yeah, it feels like somebody just watched Van Helsing. It was like, why did we do that? Oh look, they changed the intro.
Helsing. Yeah, Testament is a guy named Andy Brooks. And he did music for The Full Monty, the music for, not the movie, the TV show. Yes, they made a TV show out of the movie The Full Monty. He did the music for a short film called Still Still, which came out this year, and this episode of Castlevania Nocturne.
So not much.
Yeah, the people involved in this show have no credits. I have more credits than most of these people. And I'm not even kidding.
They should have just brought back the original writing staff.
Yeah. Like, granted, most of my credits are nothing credits too, but I have more of them. So more nothing is better
I
than
at least have
nothing.
one credit to my name.
Yes. Although technically, I believe you have several hundred credits as yourself on this show.
I mean, that's a given.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm back with the script. What I miss?
Nothing.
I was talking about who the writer of this episode is he's a guy named Andy Brooks who goes by the handle of Testament.
And has worked on virtually nothing. And you just missed
Testament, then why isn't he a Guilty Gear character?
Maria and her mother were trying to talk. She was explaining why she didn't tell Maria about her father. Jesus, what is with you people in gun blades? What the hell is this, Ruby?
They played Final Fantasy VIII.
Animation looking.
Yeah, you can obviously tell this is Powerhouse doing it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Oh. Why? Okay, seriously. I mean, the last scene with Richter was cool, but why is this somehow slightly better?
The frame rate is so low on some of the animation and so high in some of the others. It's genuinely baffling as to...
Here we go.
Vampire was in water. Why didn't you dissolve?
You're supposed to die when you're in running water.
Supposed to die.
I guess not.
Hi, Richter.
Hey, guys. I don't suck anymore.
I'm good again.
I got through my character arc. Now I can be a badass now.
And yes, he can channel fire through his whip in the game.
Did Symphony of the Night ever let us do that?
I know that.
It's a item crash if you don't have any items on you.
I guess that's one thing he can say he does better with his whip than Simon or Richter. I'm sorry, than Simon or Trevor. Yeah, you didn't tell me about him. Oh, God dang it.
You're not even gonna... If you were going to bring it up, you could have at least said something about it.
This is MCU levels of writing. My name is
this
Dr.
sub
Otto
MCU levels of
Octavius.
writing, because the MCU would have
Jesus Christ,
said
how many
something other
wardrobe
than, "Hey,
changes is
you
this
have a
woman gonna go
headband."
through?
Yeah. Ha! Orlock's is like, I don't give a shit.
That was a great first take, Count Orlock. Do you want to go back and go for another one?
Again, I just assume Lane gave up. She probably just was like, fuck it. We'll keep that take.
She was never a god. She was barely even a woman.
Yeah.
You were never a god. You were never even a Zilla.
Save
Mothra. Why did you say that name?
Why did you say that name?
God dang it, now you guys are making me excited. You're making me excited for the MonsterVerse Kong and Godzilla crossover with the Justice League and the sequel.
I can't wait to read that comic.
I know,
that's
right?
Gonna be like that's gonna be one of the few DC comics I actually want to read.
Yes.
But I am going to have to read the Young Justice comics. Thankfully, there's only a few.
Godzilla's been hitting it big. Last year he crossed over with the Power Rangers, and now this year the Justice League.
I'm just happy Godzilla's getting his time in the sun, because there was that whole period of time after, excuse me, I almost said Ridley Scott's Godzilla.
Want to know the weird thing? Elizabeth Bathory in this design reminds me too much of Queen Beryl from Sailor Moon.
Yeah, the guy with the
Come on, Alex.
That's not going to work in America. America has too many guns.
Come on, Alex. Tell me, she doesn't look like Queen Beryl?
No, you're right. But yeah. So, you guys go to the United States of America and you try to take it over. Or there's gonna be a bunch of exploded vampire heads. Just kill her now. Or get yourself killed so that we can get this over with.
I literally couldn't be more subtle.
Oh, by the way,
he literally
Bender,
look at her
him
like,
right
I'm
now. Look at Richter
up?
right now. That is 100% a 3D model. Hold it, they've put a filter over.
Yes.
By the way, Alex, did you see the the latest thing I had Phantom Arts do?
Neat.
The one with the one with Connor and Megan.
No, that's a different one. That's a different artist.
She was cutting apples, and then she was holding a knife in it. Why don't you just leave your knife? Surely
also, now
more effort to dispel the stuff.
Now Richter has to apologize to her. All right, let's get it over with.
All right, I told you to kill your boyfriend.
Even though Kevin and Alex will agree with me, he doesn't have jack shit to apologize for.
Listen, I'm sorry I told you to kill your boyfriend. I should have told you to kill yourself instead.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had a PTSD moment.
You should low tier god yourself now. Oh my god.
Please don't. This part made me. This didn't make me feel right. Them flirting with each other all of a sudden now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Kevin, tell me, are they a thing in the original game?
In the game, they're already a thing from the word go.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
They were married when Rondo of Blood started.
So this is how we're building up their relationship. She starts off as a bitch, and now all of a sudden she likes him, I guess, and he likes her, even though there was hardly any flirtations, or there was hardly any chemistry between them.
You know what we could have done? We could have spent all those flashbacks talking about Edward and her backstory, having, Richter do something that makes her like him, and her do something that makes him like her, and then they can have some development as they fight alongside each other. And
how is this hard?
I'm sorry. I've written a story just that did this, and I'm.
Alex, I don't mean to be tooting my own horn, but how did you feel about the way I've written Damien and Tara and Beast Boy and Raven?
Oh, it was quite good. quite good.
Better than
Would you
this.
say it was better than this?
Yes.
Yeah,
well,
yes,
there's
it
not
is.
There's not much relationship development that's not better than this.
But how do you feel that I had developed their respective relationships based? Like, what do you think were the steps I went through for that?
Well, you had the characters like spending time together doing things.
You
as
literally
opposed to expositing
this.
things to each other.
It's literally not that hard to do. Anybody who's taken
anybody with a
writing
brain could do it.
Yeah.
Anybody with something between their ears could do it. Bitch, no, you ain't.
No, Dracula was a god. You're not even a demigod, bitch.
Yeah. Not my Elizabeth Bathory.
So Elizabeth
God,
Bathory.
I really wish we
Elizabeth Bathory, I have a question. Where's your crystal ball that you're just gonna hover your hands around and repeated frames of animation while ordering Todd Habercorn around?
Here we go.
Oh, look. Obvious betrayal is obvious.
Oh, look. She wants him to prove her loyalty to her. Ha ha!
Oh, shit.
You
have a
have
daughter,
the
don't you?
world's worst poker face.
You really do.
Balls,
You didn't
no.
even try. You didn't try.
That makes no sense. You should have said led by their dicks, and then that would have actually
Led by their balls. What? That legit doesn't make any sense. Did a teenager who first discovered swear words write this?
Clearly.
Yeah, pretty much.
I had a Linkara reference in my Judas Contract fic. And you want to know something? It actually worked. Bender, you know what it was, right?
Yeah, I know which one you're
Cyborg
talking
surrounded by Slade bots, and there was only one thing he could say. I ain't sharing this with all of you. In case you're wondering, Linkara made a review of the 2 to 3 episodes of the Judas Contract arc where Terra betrays the team in 03 Titans.
Yeah, he fancied.
Oh, hello, Rocks.
Yes, hello, obvious. I'm going to help out the good guys to benefit my own needs because I don't like this current bitch. What the fuck do you four expect to do? He's literally smoke.
Well,
you know what usually helps with. I keep forgetting they have a fucking pet.
Yeah, well, I mean, she can summon it.
Yeah, but I keep forgetting that it's here.
That's fair. I mean, I forget most. I mean, well, I clearly can't forget Maria's one bird that died.
Yeah, because that was totally important.
Yeah,
having a fucking dog thing around would have actually made for some good comic relief. But this is one of those shows that has no time for.
My name is Mr. Belnut. You killed my mother.
You killed my mother. Prepare to die.
The show has no time for little things, but it also doesn't have time for the things that would make it good.
Yeah, okay, out of all of us, who expected Richter to not fight Orlocks this season?
I mean, I kind of expected him to at least fight because,
Oh, you guys got here pretty quick. Wow, he didn't sound. There wasn't a sense of urgency at all in that voice.
No.
I.
Mm-hmm. So I'm guessing Richter's not going to avenge his mom yet.
How did you guess?
Oh boy, hellfire.
You know, Alex, I feel like another way that people could tell that the which ladies are the bad guys in current media nowadays is if they have their cleavage exposed.
Ah,
Ah,
Can't have sexy good guys, no.
oh, that'll be where they got.
Well, I guess that's where Carmilla and her sisters outshine this bitch. They didn't have their cleavages exposed.
So if you're the devourer of light, why is your magic so bright?
That was a good rhyme.
I didn't even intend for that, but thank you.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
you get a clap.
Golf clap, golf clap.
Good old golf.
There, I clapped. Happy now.
Thank you, thank you.
Dude,
But
I'm
I
pretty
fear
sure.
I know who might be responsible for part of why this writing process is so shit. One
Dude,
man who is responsible for everything.
John!
Harness.
Okay, dude,
Force.
you are wasting your time, man. God is just ignoring your ass right now.
Yeah, God
God
didn't do anything when Dracula was
no. Oh,
fucking
God's
shit up, so I
playing
don't
My
think
Hero
he's...
Academia Fortnite with Alucard. He's one of the teammates.
What? Why even include that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
If it wasn't gonna do anything, why did you include it?
To fill out the time, Alex. Duh.
Forgive me.
We have 20
Forgive
minutes.
me, Father, for you have sinned.
We literally have 26 minutes to cover.
It will be 15 minutes until you die.
Bitch, you barely know him. Get off your fucking high ground, you idiot.
Yeah.
Do we even know why you're doing this?
I
Because
don't think we do.
the people founding the because the revolutionaries are disrupting the natural order of things. He's siding with the vampires who go against the natural order of things by their very
You are
nature.
You're making Dracula look even more smarter and reasonable with why he wanted to just kill the whole world while he died.
God
Wow,
damn
Maria,
it.
you are an
Oh
idiot.
no. I know. It's almost like she didn't see this coming.
Oh no.
And of course
My
she
dad...
didn't and of course she didn't tell her friends or mother where she was going.
Oh, fire.
We can't destroy... I think we could.
Oh,
it's called
shit.
gunpowder.
Wait, what's called the Doom guy?
Yeah.
I feel like we're just overcomplicating this just to have a fucking tense finale. Like, I'm pretty sure you could destroy the damn thing. Oh yeah, and now the knight who's been banging Orlocks is like, hey, so I didn't sign up for this shit. I'm gonna help you guys.
Yeah, I don't want the end of the world to happen.
But at least we can agree the knight who banged the vampire. At least
there goes the sun.
Yep, there goes the sun. At least we can
we're
agree.
About to have a whole new crop of superheroes pop up.
The knight who banged the vampire has a more interesting turnaround.
Exit light and tonight, take my hand. We're off to Never Neverland.
Makes me wonder, how did she get all this power?
I don't know. Who cares? It's
she's
not
summoning
impossible.
an eclipse.
Yes, that's the
funny,
devourer
there's an eclipse
of light.
later this week, or 2 weeks from now, actually, and oh, I might shut us bad, CJ.
And now that there is no sun, the vampires can rule the night forever.
That's not how an eclipse works.
Mars did it better.
What the fuck?
Okay, so you're telling me when there's an eclipse, the vampires get transformation buffs?
Why did her hair freeze?
I don't know. The budget ran out, man.
She looks like a fucking succubus, not a vampire.
Yeah. I mean, wait.
That is the crow sound effect. Granted, I'm not gonna
Berserk
people.
made an eclipse sound seem much more eerie.
Yeah.
I would rather be.
I was gonna bring that up. Berserk did this better.
I honestly wish we were watching.
And there was actual build up to it.
I honestly wish we were watching Brandon Lee's The Crow right now.
I mean, obviously they didn't outright say what was going to happen. They just said that soon a rain of blood of the likes of which you can never imagine shall fall upon you.
Alright, we're on the last
episode. You say, you fucking copying hacks.
Alright, so now we are on Devourer of Light, the last episode. Are we ready to end this, sucker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, in 3, 2, 1. John.
Dina?
No.
Yeah.
Who's that Pokemon? It's John.
This doesn't scream Castlevania to me.
No.
What?
Like,
Why?
I don't care if she's from one of the fucking games. Granted, she probably isn't, and they probably redesigned her nonetheless. This doesn't scream Castlevania to me.
And now she has a transformation?
Oh, wow. Oh, damn.
Why were there no titties?
I have no idea.
TVMA. You could have put titties on her.
It says that this has nudity, but I haven't seen any fucking nudity.
Well, we saw Count Orlok's naked ass.
That doesn't. Yeah, but that barely counts.
Yeah. You can get away with showing that on broadcast TV.
I mean, for God's sakes, season 3 of Castlevania literally showed
transformation.
Season 3 literally showed a 3-way with Alucard losing his virginity.
And Hector's.
Why isn't he transforming?
Dick?
I guess not.
Why is everybody transforming? So hold on. If Dracula created an eclipse, would he and the other vampires transformed?
Maybe.
Just going off of
they'd
this
just be
logic.
boogieing down.
Ha!
Get low.
Look at Richter looking up at the eclipse.
Are
you
supposed to be looking?
serious?
Okay,
I agree with Kevin. Richter is fucking retarded. How do you not know what a goddamn eclipse is?
I mean, oh, we blow. We blow.
We blow.
Oh,
we
we
blow.
blow.
We
We
blow.
blow.
Well, actually, one of them did blow. A vampire. Eh? I'll see myself out.
I mean, the one that did sucked off the vampires was on the good guy side, so.
Okay, so time out. You're asking them to forgive you. Shouldn't you be, asking God's forgiveness because you banged a vampire who has killed
I'm
lots
pretty
and
sure
lots
they
of people?
gave up on God a long time ago.
Fair enough.
That's actually some witty banter there.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden we know how to write banter. What was that, sweetheart? I couldn't hear you.
I'm gonna fucking kill you!
I'm gonna kill you! Jesus, Maria, where did you learn such language?
And hang on, isn't this a story about how like you're not supposed to do stupid shit?
Yes.
Okay, why is the priest doing stupid shit?
Because the plot says so.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of people are doing pretty stupid shit.
You are fucking... Everybody is stupid in this show.
I mean, god dang it.
The vampires won't...
Alright, Kevin, I'm gonna use it. How far back did Connor's retardation gas go back?
Too far?
Damn it.
Why does he keep getting further away from them?
I have no idea. I don't think they know. Okay, Alex, I'm pretty sure they don't know how spacing works. God.
No. Like, that's a very important part of choreographing an animated fight scene, is making sure you maintain consistent, like a continuity of space. And there's no continuity of space in this show. I can't tell where the fuck everything is.
Stab her!
Kill him! Kill him!
Or kill him. Please kill him.
Kill him.
Stop talking and kill him.
The revolution will do... What? Why would the revolution need to do any of this shit? Hang on, I don't think these people were involved in the French Revolution in the games. Why is this plot even here?
It's just
I have no idea.
Here because...
You know, Darth Vader put that much better when he said, "All that surrounds me is fear and dead men."
You know, seriously, David Vincent would have actually delivered that line way better. All I see around me is fear and dead men. Just give up.
The show is mixed in mono. I just realized this show is essentially mixed in mono.
That is not good.
The voices don't pan from left to right. Like when Tara, when Tara Renard was moving across the screen, in like her
Maria
voice
Renard
followed. No, Tara. I wasn't talking about Maria.
Tara,
I was talking about
my
Tara.
bad.
Her voice ideally should have panned off to the it should have panned with her motion, and that's how you're supposed to do something like this, so you make use of the stereo space that's available to you.
You all were so
they're not doing that. Like, they're barely even adjusting the volume of some of these sounds, actually.
Again, I'm sorry, but I think, you know what? I think the quality just legitimately has taken a nosedive. It cannot stay up.
I mean,
the show's quality has erectile dysfunction.
It's very confused right now.
Why does it sound like the Witch's song from Left 4 Dead?
Huh. So I guess don't wake the warlock, I guess, in this situation.
I guess.
My seeing and questioning of these night creatures made them be on my side.
They're not assholes.
That you could have written this very well, very easily.
It'd take no effort.
But they did. This is legitimately some of the worst animation I've ever seen. This is so fucking choppy.
And this is from Powerhouse, for God's sake.
I want to go back and rewatch Ichigo versus the Femme Ritters again.
2/3 of the frames.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't...
Even season 3 managed to have some great animation.
Like, usually anime is animated on the 2s and 3s, and sometimes on the 1s. But this was that looked like it was animated on like 4s. Now we have now we have decent frame rate.
It just comes and goes at this point, Alex.
It's like the key animators were like the key animators submitted their keyframes to it, and then they were like, "Oh, okay, that's good. Are you gonna send that off to the in-betweeners to do like the stuff that goes in between?" No.
The only way,
oh, okay.
I think the only way we could understand why the animation is so inconsistent is bad is because Netflix basically made them deliver it as fast as possible because they wanted a deadline.
You almost could have gotten an AI to draw in between frames better than this.
Yeah.
Like, it would have looked like shit, but it at least would have been... the characters wouldn't have been jumping from pose to pose.
Oh, didn't you just say you couldn't interfere, so that's why you gave these dummies the book to fix the problem, but now all of a sudden, my lover is in trouble, I must help him.
Directed by Ryan Johnson. We establish rules earlier in the thing, and then contradict those rules later on in the same thing.
Pretty sure Cypher could do this incantation spell faster than you can.
Tara. Yeah, Cypher could.
Yeah.
Okay.
What war?
You know what'll also bring light to this darkness? The fucking sun.
Yeah, that would be nice. So that whole scene, so this whole plan with the net trying to get Ebard out was completely wasted. It didn't go anywhere.
Oh god, she looks like a kitty cat now.
My gosh, she's become a furry.
I am now become furry, Yiffer of worlds.
I forgot. There's supposed to be stakes going on right now. Like, we're supposed to feel a sense of
the world's ending.
Yeah, as she approaches, we're supposed to feel like, oh shit, what's gonna happen? Are they gonna make it out alive? I can't wait.
The fact that Alucard is still out there, the fact that the Americans have fucking guns, you know.
Your plan really won't last that long. I give it like 2 days tops, maybe a day.
The second your little revolutionary plot reaches the shores of the land of the red, white, and blue,
you're dead.
You're fucking gone.
I mean, if you even try and go on Alucard's property, he will kill you. It'll just be a spar for him.
And he'll just walk up, flick you in the head, your head will explode, and you'll be fucking gone. What the
That's it.
Where did the...
What? Oh, okay, right.
So...
I'm sorry, is his ice holy water?
Ow.
Oh, ow.
Come on. Have some balls. Take away that loincloth. What the hell?
When did spiritual pressure suddenly exert?
Here we go. Uh-oh. The big bad's here. And
the final...
I'm waiting
you
for
should all just run.
We all
really all should just run. Yeah.
Yeah. Like...
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of that of the Mortal Kombat Deception opening where Onaga just slowly approaches Quan Chi, Shang Tsung gets up, Raiden gets up, and they all blast him, but he just powers through it. That has more tension than this.
Yeah, I want to go back to Mortal Kombat Deception.
I'm not really getting any sense of...
You idiot!
I'm not getting any sense of power here, you know?
No.
Like, I'm not getting any sense of, like...
If she were exerting something like spiritual pressure, then maybe.
Let's talk about...
intent.
Let's talk about the My Hero
really?
Academia movie we watched yesterday.
I was just gonna say that! Nine had more of a fucking presence than this bitch did, because when he literally was channeling Thanos, every second he came closer, the heroes had to try and stall
the Big Bang attack. Why did you smile?
Okay,
Richter.
No, Trevor. Yep, he saves him.
He's like, okay,
he needs that dick.
Count Orlok gave him away.
I mean, oh yeah, now the singing bothers her.
Why didn't it bother you earlier?
Man, wow. Well,
this is very disappointing right now.
Yeah.
Come on, you just. I mean, no, you really couldn't.
Yeah, no.
Even if he did decide to turn, the night creatures aren't going to do shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to get rid of Bathory over here.
But that's what vampires do. They either kill or turn people.
Yeah.
Like, they do two things, and neither of them are good.
This is supposed to be a twist, by the way. This is supposed to be our second twist. She didn't.
Before time began, there was the cube.
She wanted Maria to be turned into a vampire, not killed.
That's not a twist. Vampires do two things. Everybody knows what both of those are.
And she's going to explain why specifically she wanted Maria. I'll give you one guess as to why. Come on, you just gotta believe. There's actually more tension going on right now in this moment than the whole fucking finale right now. Why?
I want to
Just
go
because
to
he
gay with
loved you? Seriously, why? Why do you love him? Why are you interested in him?
Don't say you love me. You don't even know me.
This is like this really is. They legit just this. Oh my god.
Yep. Screw you, man. I'm out.
Yes. Screw you. Find another dick.
You dick.
Okay, you know, now would be a good time to pull some powers out of your ass, some more powers out of your ass, rather, Richter.
Now would be a good time for our card to just jump through that fucking window with the light shining behind him.
I'm sorry, I must have been asleep.
Damn.
What the fuck is going on here? Elizabeth Bathory.
All right, now, Alex, I'm going to send you a GIF of what a spiritual pressure is represented as in Bleach.
And this is
Yep, there we
Bathory. Oh. How are you doing, cousin? And see, you're doing quite poorly.
Okay, so that
again.
Look at the GIF, and you tell me if the person exerting it has power.
Yeah, that's a matter of presentation.
Oh, here we go.
That's done very well.
Here we go. Wait, hold on.
Why does it have to be someone he loves?
No. She just said, she implied that the reason Maria had to be the one who is turned is because Maria is a virgin.
No, she didn't. Well, she was asking. Yeah. Yeah, she didn't say that, but yeah.
She implied it.
Yeah. Quite frankly, why does it have to be somebody he loves?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing.
I don't know. Vampires are assholes.
We haven't really established that he loves them.
I don't know who this guy is.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, cool. You could have just said no. I don't love her.
Well, I mean, then they would have got the daughter.
Thanks, Maria. You were totally useful.
Okay, you know what would be a good thing to do right now, Father Jackass, is jump.
Okay, either our card better show up or goddamn, this is. But
there is no. I do not have any emotional feelings in this climax right now. I'm sorry.
Demon,
oh God,
he just.
They better not do a whole
on that
part
was so
2.
flat. It's like demons from hell don't scare me. You sound like you care about this. One iota.
All right, well,
I feel like we're just gonna get a part 2 of this.
Oh no, they're definitely sequel baiting us.
Yeah, they want another season.
Yeah, because
and we already know they're gonna get it.
Yeah, Rondo of Blood this to happen.
Okay, so this is a rare occasion of the voice actor being more enthusiastic than the facial animation.
Oh no, however will they get out? Is not as if there's somebody who can literally bend Earth.
Oh wait, hey look, Earthbender's actually doing something.
Okay, I know that wasn't supposed to be sexual, but that literally looked like she was just giving her a sexy hickey.
I mean, that's kind of what vampire fights usually are.
No, but see, that's the thing. If you're gonna bite her, this is supposed to be emotionally dramatic.
Can you hear the people singing a song of angry men? It is the voices of a people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drum.
And now we're going to throw things and be mad at them because they failed.
We're just gonna do. You know what we could do? We could go back there with a really big gun.
Gone.
He's a vampire now.
So we have cannons at this point in time.
We do.
There were naval battles fought with cannons around this point in time. Why did nobody think to bring a fucking cannon and shoot them?
Retard gas.
I'm pretty sure you can't get. I'm pretty sure vampires can't come back to life. Close your mouth. Close your mouth. There you go.
Nope, she's not. There. Nope, she's not going to close it.
Fucking retarded.
Wow, she actually looks more pale than others.
Why didn't, like I said, why didn't they go?
Oh God, that's still horrifying.
Why didn't they go get a fucking cannon and blow these guys up? Like, I'm sure you can't come back from a vaporized head.
Oh, nice doing, jackass. Your wife?
No shit. No, dumbass. Oh my God.
Nice job.
I'm sorry.
Why is there a fuckubus?
I was only focused on your ass. What were you saying? Something about revolution.
Oh, hi.
You want a revolution? Well, you know.
Orlox, you gonna do something? You're gonna help him out? You just okay? Nope. I guess he's gonna fuck off. Okay. Well, thank you, Orlox.
Man leaves the scene.
Well, the city is fucked.
I mean, that's a given.
Oh God, I'm guessing. Yep, this thing's almost over.
They're so totally gonna end this on a cliffhanger.
Boom! Here we go.
Yep.
And here is your ex machina.
The fucking Chrysogrim.
Surprise!
Look at him.
Actually, that's just Alucard's normal sword.
Why is all of you white? Your hair used to be blonde.
They changed it because they wanted to try and make him look closer to a Symphony of the Night design.
But I liked him with the blonde hair.
I know, me too.
It created some nice color contrast.
Wait. Yes! I love how James is literally giving the best performance in this whole goddamn series.
Right, Alucard. Not that I'm not happy for your help.
Fucking
how do you know?
Okay, that's actually
kind of funny. He's not just a... Jeez!
He was your great-grandfather's best friend! Like...
Wait. You are too late, Alucard! You are literally too late. And there you go, there's your cliffhanger.
They're aping the, and now I come back to you with the turning of the tide line from Lord of the Rings.
Okay, but be honest. Did that one little moment in a bubble? Okay, cool. I'm just making sure. I literally cheered.
Unfortunately, the fact that was the best part of the entire show is more of an indictment of the show than it is.
Yeah.
It's like
the fact that it took this long for something good to happen to the show, I'm like, yeah, no.
I mean, look, that was a badass moment, and again, I'm happy that James was able to literally act circles around this whole damn cast with his damn delivery.
Yeah.
And he comes in like an...
By the way, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 has just been added to Netflix.
Oh, yeah, I saw. Well, that was not Castlevania Nocturne. Thoughts?
Stupid. Utterly stupid.
Okay, so would you guys...
Django TV show?
Would you guys say...
TV show.
I don't know. Where would you guys place this in the Castlevania series?
Okay, So I'm gonna put this at a solid 4 out of 10.
I would say it's a 5.
3 out of 10.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put this at a solid 4 out of 10 because
wow, that's much
good
better
animation.
than the actual series.
There's some good animation and bad animation. There's a lot of bad writing and bad voice acting, but there's some half decent shit in there. And if they'd have actually bothered to put in any effort whatsoever, it would have been good.
I feel like okay. I feel like
I've seen worse
here's
than
the
this,
thing.
which is why I'm putting this at a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, no, I mean, okay, I elevated to a 5 mostly because of the badass moments that do happen, and
yeah,
I
that's
also
part of why I'm ranking it where I am.
because again, the whole Richter finally unlocking his true potential with his magic and Alucard showing up, literally, that's what elevates it for me by like 2, because I feel like okay, that's what more we wanted, but that's the problem. You don't give us something.
Yeah.
You don't give us something like those to make up for the fact that this series is incredibly dull.
Yeah. And the thing is, we know we've gotten cool shit before. Better. We've gotten cool shit before that was well made. We've gotten that in this series. We've gotten that in this franchise. And when something that I always have to bring up, and this is especially true when comparing between like this and previous Castlevania seasons, this and Star Trek Discovery and previous seasons of Star Trek, The Last Jedi and the rest of the franchise, and honestly the sequel trilogy in general. Well, the thing that I always bring up is that previous iteration and like new seasons of Power Rangers versus old seasons of Power Rangers, I can point to a previous installation and say, look, they didn't make this mistake, why are you? And the mistakes just keep piling up. I wanted to like this. Like... There was stuff in here to like, but there's not enough meat. There's too much fat that should have been cut, you know?
Yeah.
No, exactly.
So anyway, tomorrow we're doing Mario Party.
Yeah, no, again, I agree with what Alex said. I feel like this is a huge step back for this series. And I honestly, the only way they can save themselves is if they just do Symphony of the Night, put Alucard at the damn forefront, and have everybody else be the supporting characters, because you cannot, you just can't. And if they actually put Alucard as the supporting character and continue to put Richter at the front, then we're going to have a problem.
Yeah. I think they fucked
over. Yeah, no. Richter. I'm just going to go to quench everything. I'm just going to go rewatch the good shit. Even if season 3 and 4 have their problems, they're still better than this.
I have seasons 1, 2, and 3 on Blu-ray. I need to get season 4 on Blu-ray. This, I'm not going to bother buying.
No, don't.
No.
Anyway, how about